messages from anybody here. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our first matchup, and that's going to be our Vancouver Vandals versus the Death Valley Scorpions. The Vandals were number 5 this season, and the Scorpions, I believe, are number 1. So 5th seed versus 1st seed. Our pitcher for the Vancouver Vandals is going to be Blue Line with a 1-0 record in the postseason, a 2.25 ERA, versus Harry Styles, 0-0 with a 0.00 ERA. I'm sure they probably played, just didn't get anything or a decision, but we'll go ahead and...
No, they got a bye, so this is their first.
Oh, that's right.
Game.
That's right. They did get the bye, right? So, all right. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at our lineups here, and wow, Vandals have a slight advantage here in batting. Let me just make sure I turned this back on real quick down here. I did, and
so we're gonna have out of town for the first game. Okay, I like that. And then, like, if we get closer to the end, let's say they both are games. Let's say both go to Game 7. You definitely want to watch both live. So I see what you're saying about keeping it on for the beginning.
Right. So Vandals with a slight advantage, even though they're the 5th seed, slight advantage in batting and a tie in pitching. So this is going to be a very interesting game number 1, and Johnny times 2 is going to get us started here.
Yeah, I'm excited about that raffle, man.
Right? That's going to be awesome. You can always use extra money.
Yeah. Be cool for someone who just joined to get it.
Right? And we start off the game with Johnny times 2 striking out. Crunkleton now. Crunkleton, right field. And wow, what a dive by the right fielder. He catches that one, and that is out number 2. And a strikeout here from Gibbles. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for the Vandals. Scorpions up now, and Sim is up first. Followed by Fullman and Love. And Sim will take a walk here. And Sim, who is the stolen base leader this season, there he goes. And Sim is in easily with the stolen base. Runner in scoring position now. This one is hit towards left field. That one is caught. Runner stays at second. Love now. And runner going to third, and that is going to be a steal. 2 steals for Sim now.
Just like the regular season.
Right. And this one's hit up the middle, and just like that, the Scorpions get one on the board. And it is now 1-0 with an RBI single from Love.
He had an insane season, by the way, James Love.
Did he?
Oh, yeah. He led the league in average.
Oh, wow.
346, I think. Yeah.
And this is another base hit here. And first name, last name is going to get a double. Oh, runner's coming home. And first name, last name. Wow. That's 3 bases to get the RBI double. It is now... What was that? That is one of the weirdest ambient sound effects I've ever heard in this game.
Good gap.
Yeah. All right, and
a lot of good gap so far for Death Valley.
Orem striking out. That takes us to the top of the second, and McMuffin now for the Vancouver Vandals will start with the leadoff walk, and that brings up my player, Chris King. King, who is second in stolen bases this season, and looks like he's going to hit into a double play. No! The shortstop does not make the throw to first, and it's only 1 out. King going for 2, and wow, not in time.
First name, last name with the gun out.
And this one's down the right field line, and we're going to get a base hit here from Herb Sessions going for 2. He slides in with a double. 2 outs now for Sack Lodge. Lodge through the gap, right past the shortstop. Runner coming home, and... Did he score even though he got thrown out? Let's see here.
Yeah, they counted the run because he got to pass first
because it was an optional, yeah, right.
Yeah.
And just like that, there's a home run.
Smitty. And Jack that had no chance. 458 feet.
458
absolute
feet.
Bomb.
Wow.
That ball never had a chance.
And that is now 3-1. This one down the left field line, and that's going to be a base hit from Colon here. Colon. Is this Colon? It's got the... Cologne. And that's a strikeout from Stone. 1 out now, runner in second. Top of the order again. Sim striking out, and that'll bring up E.M. Fullman. Fullman, this is towards center field, and that drops in front of the fielder. Runner coming home. No throw to home, and that is another run scored by the Scorpions, and it is now 4-1.
I had Fullman in fantasy. He did pretty well.
And this is danger right here. That one in the corner on the left side. Runner coming home, and
he's easy in there.
Easy in there, and that is now 5-1 Scorpions.
James Love, early MVP of this series.
And there's another base hit. This could be 6 here. The throw to home. And he's safe. And it is now 6-1 Scorpions, bottom of the second. 4-run rally here. And just
this
like that,
offense was really good in the regular season, obviously.
Blue Line is pulled in the second inning. And it is now Gonzalo Pena. And he gets the out, and we now move to the top of the third. Scorpions up by 5.
This is the annual Blue Line playbook, unfortunately, for his player. Because he's really good in the regular season, and this happens pretty often. And here we go. Oh, top of the third. So Shaderme's out. Johnny's up. 2 outs. Johnny, and that's 1, 2. Oh, and he's safe. Okay, so infield single.
Throw.
He's going for 2. Stolen base. So Crunk's up. Runner on in scoring position. Strikeout. So Harry Styles only giving up 1 run so far. Gonzalo Pena, the reliever, in. Gets the first out. Andrew Aram. Smitty Springfield up with a hot hitter. Strikes out. So the young pitcher, Gonzalo Pena, having to come in the second inning. They go up 3 down. We go back to Vancouver. Gibbles, McMuffin, and King. Gibbles grounded the second baseman, and he's out. So Toby McMuffin, DG, strikes out. So Chris King, the lefty on lefty, grounded to the second baseman, and he's out. So they go up 3 down as well. We'll go back to Stone, Sim, and Fullman from Death Valley, who's up 6-1 here. And that's a ground out for Stone. So Sim, line out to the shortstop, which is Chris King. Fullman, grounder to Chris King. So they go down in order as well. So a lot of good pitching in these last few innings, both Pena and Styles. So Styles now gets to continue his nice game. And a grounder by Herb Sessions, and he's out. So Sack Lodge will come up, the lefty. And he didn't go on the check. So he gets there on a walk, and now Hood will bring Lodge to third. So Shaderme, the cold hitter, will strike out. 2 outs now for Johnny ×2. Johnny, and it drops in front of the left fielder. The runner's going from first to third. Johnny's going for 2 and a run scored. Wait a minute. They're scoring 2 runs, and he's in there with a triple.
Wow.
A 2 RBI triple for Johnny ×2. Wow. This happened earlier where they just hold on to the ball. So Crunk, and this is deep in left field, and it's gone. We have a game after that meltdown by Blue Line. Styles now, it's 6-5. Vancouver, Death Valley. First game of the night. Already a fun one. Jeez. Strikeout for Gibbles. So Toby McMuffin will come. Oh, Pena will come back up, excuse me. And James Love, who is unstoppable. You need to walk him. He's now 3 for 3 with a solo bomb. So 7-5 Death Valley. Just like that. The gentleman who's in the MVP conversation, James Love, and Lefebvre will reach on an infield single. 2 strikes, and it's in the gap. Good gap for first name, last name. The WAR record holder regular season, and now Orem will come up. Orem, and he drops in front of the right fielder. AU goal, and they score a run, an RBI single. So Death Valley coming back on top. Young reliever struggling here. Bases loaded, no outs. Bases juiced. Now we'll get Bryce Turner. Yep. Strikeout for Cologne. So Stone will come in, the 9-hitter. Strike 3. So 2 outs. Bases juiced. Juices base for Bryce Turner. And this is a fly ball in left field, and he's out. So they had bases juiced, no outs. Somehow the reliever, Bryce Turner, turned that into no extra runs scored, but they do score 2. So we'll go back to Vancouver. McMuffin, this is a fly ball at the warning track, and he's there with the catch. So King will come up. King will ground it to the second baseman. and he's out. So Herb Sessions, sorry, LVG.
Yeah.
Herb Sessions.
Herb.
And this is in the right field at the wall. So he's going for 2, and he's in there standing up. So a 2-out double for Sessions Lodge, hitting .333 in the playoffs.
Huh?
And this is deep. And this is in the gap, right center, and it's gone. Wow. This game is nuts.
Right?
What is going on? The young hitter, Hammy Ice, 2-run bomb. So another 1-run deficit for Vancouver. Went into the last half inning down a run. Now down a run again. Hood, grounder past the third baseman. So he's in there with a 2-out single. This is all happening with 2 outs, mind you. Strikeout. So Tristan Tristan had a really good end of season analysis. Definitely look through media. Definitely look there if you haven't voted on your awards. We're trying to do some cheating. Strikeout for Bryce Turner. And now, and the dive. But he reaches. So 1 out, 2 runners on. Fullman's on base on second. Strikeout for Bryce Turner. And a first name, last name will strike out. So Gold will come up. Gold, the grounder. And the third baseman makes the throw. Sessions, makes the throw. So still 8-7. Top of the 7th we go. Johnny ×2 hitting .471 in the playoffs, having an insane run. This is deep. This is in right field, and it's over the wall. He came short of the catch. He made a play at the wall and didn't get it. So Johnny ×2 with his first homer of the postseason. Crunk now will come up in a tie game, no outs. This is deep. This is a fly ball, though. Center fielder's there. Easy one. So Gibbles grounded to the shortstop, and he's out. McMuffin hitting .188 in the postseason. And he puts it past the second baseman into right field. So Chris King hitting .150, the lefty. This is over the shortstop. Okay, in left field. So breaks out of his cold spell. Almost at 200. Now Sessions drops in front of the left fielder. Will the runner go? The runner will. The throw is not in time. He's there standing up. Sessions with the RBI single in the top of the 7th. Vancouver was down big 6-1 early and now lead 9-8. Wow, this game has been very crazy. I agree, C does it. Paz, I agree, crazy game. Wow. So bottom of the 7th, Colby Kidd's in early with the strikeout on Springfield. So Colon will come in, strikeout. So Stone now, the 9-hitter, strikeout. So we'll go top of the 8th. LBG will take over. I'll be in chat chiming in with you guys. So holy moly.
And here we go. Hood, Shadermi, and ×2. Vandals with a 1-run lead. Can they pad it here? And we'll get a strikeout from Rick Hood. Geronimo Shadermi into the gap, left side. This could be 2. Going for second base, and he's going to be safe with the double. Top of the order now, Johnny ×2, runner in scoring position. Johnny with the home run last time. And did they get the double play? No, he was able to get back to second base in time. And what a catch by the left fielder there from the Scorpions. And that retires the side.
Ooh,
runner
what a
is...
catch. Clip that.
Yeah.
Top 5, that one.
Wow.
Ooh.
And that brings us now to the bottom of the 8th. 6 outs remaining. Scorpions trying to get something going here. Top of the order, Sim gets on base. Will he go for another stolen base? No. Herb goes to second, and they pull off the 5-4-3 double play. 2 outs now. 4 outs remaining for the Scorpions. Down by 1. Hood grabs that one, throws it over to first, gets the out, and that'll retire the side.
Wow.
Top of the 9th we go. And we have Gibbles, McMuffin, and Chris King. Gibbles. And this one's high and deep towards right field. It doesn't look like it has the distance, so right fielder gets underneath that one, out number 1. And a strikeout here from McMuffin. That brings up Chris King. Chris King strikes out looking. And 1-2-3 order for Death Valley. Last chance here. Down by 1. Middle of the order. LaFabra, first name, last name, and Andrew Oram.
Colby Kidd still in the game.
And we'll get a leadoff walk here. First name, last name up now. And the first baseman does not make the play to the pitcher. Runner first and second now. Winning run on the plate. And Chris King gets that one. Does not make the play, though. Oh my goodness. Juice is based. Juice is based. Top of the ninth. And this looks like it could tie it up here. Oh, right fielder makes the throw. Is it going to be in time? No. And the game is now tied. 9-9.
Here we go. Either free baseball or a win for Death Valley here in game 1.
And we get a strikeout. Last chance here. Stone. Oh, pitch hitter Walrus comes in. And Walrus is going to fly out to Johnny times 2 in center field. We move on now to extra innings, top of the 10th. Here you go, Hummusgod.
Yeah, using a lot of pitchers in this game. Now we'll go top of the 9th. We did have a 20-inning game in this matchup earlier this year. Sessions will come up, will strike out. So Haley McConnell in, and Lodge, former Vandal, Lodge, a fly ball in left field, and he's out. So Hood, the 350 hitter with 2 outs. Hood, and it's fair. Base hit here. He'll go for 2. Nice throw from right. But he's in there with a sliding double with 2 outs. So Shaderme, the cold hitter, can he bring the runner home? And it looks like he will not. A fly ball in left field, and he's out. So we'll go to the top of the order. Sim, Fullman, and Love. Sim doesn't have a hit in this game, but has 2 stolen bases, and he'll walk. So Fullman will come up, and Sim will go, and that's, wow.
Number 3.
Yeah, number 3. So Fullman will come up and strike out. Love will come up. The hot hitter, can he win it for his team? And another stolen base.
They got him.
And he's out. He's gunned out at third. And a strikeout for Alex Johnson. What a turnaround. Get out of that jam for the Vandals. So the Vandals now will come back up. And I guess you're taking over the 11th?
And here we go. Top of the order, Johnny times 2. And he gets thrown out by the shortstop, out number 1, Theodore Crunkleton. Crunkleton striking out. That's 2 in a row now. Haley McConnell doing a good job in relief. And this one's a tapper to third base. Throws across. 1-2-3 inning. And we go now to the bottom of the 11th. Death Valley. Middle of the order. This could be dangerous here. That's going to be a leadoff base hit for Lefebvre. First name, last name, runner at first.
Single.
And this one looks like Johnny times 2 at center field. Should get underneath it. Makes the throw to second.
Oh.
And
wow,
just barely gets, yeah, it was slow. And this could be danger right here. Runner coming home.
And that's the winning run.
And there it is.
The walk-off winner in the bottom of the 11th.
Wow.
For the Death Valley Scorpions in game 1, we saw everything in this game. A big lead, a tie, and then a win in extras. What a game for game 1 of the stream.
And 31 hits in this one. 10-9, 15 hits to 16. Looking at our batting here, we have from Johnny times 2, 3 for 6 with 2 runs and 3 RBIs. 2 hits and 3 RBIs for Sack Lodge as well. 3 runs, 3 hits, 3 RBIs for James Love on the other side. 3 runs, 4 hits, and an RBI for Lefebvre. And 3 hit games from first name, last name, and Andrew Oram. On the pitching end for Vancouver, Blue Line, no decision, who was yanked in the second. Colby Kidd gets their first hold of the postseason, and Johnson getting their first loss and first blown save. Over on the Scorpion side, Leon getting their first hold, Green their first blown save, and Haley McConnell getting their first postseason win. 1-0 now. Elliot Lefebvre is your player of the game. And I'm going to go ahead and... go ahead.
No, it was Evok with player of the game.
Oh, Evok, yeah.
Man, what a game.
And I'm going to go ahead and cover the screen real quick. We're going to pull up the box scores from the other match, and we'll be right back. Oh, I have scores turned off, so that's okay. And the box scores for the other game. Here you go.
And Choate handcuffs the Sloss. Voyager sees a 1-0 advantage here. Choate visiting Vaughn's house with a 1-0 lead. Let's see. Let's go down to the hitters. Wow. 2 for 3 for Rivers for New York. 2 RBI for Rove. And 3 for 3 for Camden. 2 for 4. So top of the order, we had really good San Antonio. We'll go down now to the pitchers. Choate with the win, gave up no runs. Flowers gave up 5. And Choate is your obvious player of the game. 8 strikeouts, an absolute gem in the first game for New York in this playoffs.
And I'm getting the sending out the information to the GM, see if we have any changes.
Yeah, Wombat's like, that's enough playoffs for me. I'm like,
Right?
that was
And
an experience. I mean, I felt like we kind of conceded the game early, but then Styles also had his own meltdown like in the middle of the game. It's just the Death Valley relievers came in and did a really good job. So, um, yeah, what a crazy game.
and the fact that we were down 5-1 and or 6-1 and still was able to come back and get 9, that was wow. You cannot count out the Vandals offense. They're pretty stacked all the way down. So that was a very interesting game as far as being able to come back.
Yeah, no, it was crazy to see people kind of, we started off with no, it was 6-1, so it was cool seeing that comeback. And yeah, Death Valley, their first game of the playoffs already hot. The bats are hot, just like they were in the regular season. So this is definitely a matchup. You want to see. When you're building out the schedule in the beginning, you're like, okay, what end of season playoffs? Yep, want to see that matchup. So. Yeah, should be fun.
And we've gotten a couple responses here from GMs. I'm going to we have 45 seconds left on the timer. I'm going to let that finish out, and then we'll go ahead and make these changes here. Cleaning my glasses real quick while we got a second.
61 viewers. It must be playoffs on a Thursday.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, if we could bump that up 40 more, I just think people just need to tell each other, like, like, you could kind of cheat. You could be like, hey, like, you could just log in for like a minute, 2 minutes, so the number shows up, and then everyone. I mean, technically, everyone could just ditch out of the stream after that. I mean, it would be kind of terrible if it goes from like 100 to like none.
Right.
But I mean, we can all kind of cheat and just do 100 viewers, and yeah. We talked about numbers. I guess we decided on 3 million. We figured it's not too much, not too little.
All right. Well, we've got
Jost, who says she tagged you?
Yeah, we got 3 different GMs,
got...
and we're going to go ahead and get started here with the first one. 66ers have asked for me to check their pitching rotation here, so we're going to do that one first. And looking at pitching for okay, so Miller is okay. So Max, I'm looking at your info here. I'm not sure if you're on the stream. Let me chat here in the Discord real quick.
Yeah, this is the playoffs, so it's probably important. Shortened season, you play 108 games, and then you play potentially 3, 4 if you're in the first round. So now we're in the second round, and 2 teams in the majors have not played for the first time, and both these minor teams made it out of the first round. So 66ers, Dillos, new guy versus old guy. Third attempt now for the 66ers to grab that first trophy since joining the minor league. So definitely going to be an awesome matchup. I'm probably looking more forward to that than anything tonight. It's Thursday. It's the World Series. All of the time we put in all season all culminates. It results into tonight's stream. So should be fun.
All right. Great.
Phillies fan, can I make a substitution? I think you have to make the playoffs first. I want to put the Rougarous in for the Scorpion.
Okay, right. So I've got one last thing to check here, and that is Dillos are asking me to check hot dogs fatigue. Oh, I need to go 4 today. Give me just a second on that, LGM.
Sorry, Phillies fan.
And now
your time is coming. You know it. So you could afford a jab now. I won't be able to get in any jabs in about 2 seasons. So. Halfie calling me a bully. I'm waiting for this werewolf game to continue. We started a little werewolf thing. We're kind of like trying to grow it a little bit, but werewolf's a really fun game. We've been playing a little bit, and Halfie's in there, so Fancy seeing you here tonight. So is Wombat. What's up, Wombat?
All right, so it looks like we are all caught up now on the changes from the GM. So we're going to go ahead and get started on our next game here, and that's going to be Game 1 of the Minor League World Series, where we have the number 4 San Bernardinos, or excuse me, I think it's, yeah, number 4 San Bernardino 66ers versus the number 3 Dillos. 66ers, we have Chank Daly pitching, 0-1 in this postseason with a 17.18 ERA. Versus Hot Dog Sandwich, 0-0 with a 3.18 ERA. Checking one last thing here. I see another message popping up. All right, that is good.
Yep.
And
Paz is asking if so the majors are playing in this.
Oh right. Do
you want to turn off simulation?
Actually, I've got the scores off, so since it won't show in the minor league scoreboard. Only the majors games show up in the majors scoreboard, and we have the scores turned off. It won't be leaked until we click on the actual box scores button.
Oh, so we're gonna skip and then show New York for Game 3.
Yeah, we're gonna
New York and okay.
Actually, we're gonna do Game 2 of the minor league since it is an off day tomorrow for the majors.
For the majors, okay.
Yeah, and then Game 3 of the majors will be our first game with the Voyagers.
Okay.
All right, and looking at our lineups here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the 66ers and 3 for the Dillos, batting wise, and the Dillos have the advantage in pitching. So 66ers offense, Dillos pitching, and we're going to start off with Al Bunty here.
This is what we came here for tonight. The Minor League World Series will be finally able to crown a champion for their 20th season of PBE.
20 seasons, wow.
Yeah, wow.
And that's going to be a fly out to right field for Al Bunty to start us off. And now we bring up Mo Willis. Mo Willis, this is a foul territory. Look how fast that catcher went. Holy God, he was like Usain Bolt out there. And a strikeout. And that retires the side. And the Dillos are up now. And this is going to be a fly out here for Junie Panda, out number 1. Drachenberg. Drachenberg striking out looking, and that brings up Ruiz. Ruiz towards right field, that will drop, and that is going to be a base hit with 2 outs. Cold hitter Abbott now. This one through the gap in center, and Abbott redeems himself here as he gets a runner on first and second with 2 outs. Hamed deep towards right center field, and that is out of here. A 3-run blast for the Dillos, and they put themselves up 3-0 in the bottom of the first.
The original Tahini top 5 number 1 play.
Wow.
Was Hamed tying the game in the 9th with a 2-run homer.
Hamed getting some airtime here then. And that looks like it retires the sides here, and that takes us down to the top of the second. And this one hit towards the gap, right center field. This one's behind the center fielder. This could be 3. He's going for 2. No, he stays a second. And Theeks, hot hitter Theeks, getting on with the leadoff double. And third baseman slides and gets that one, but doesn't make the throw in time. Runners now at the corners. No outs for 66ers. Lim drills it towards right field in the corner. This could be a triple here. Here comes 1. Here comes 2. He's going for third base. And that's a 2-run triple here from Gerald Lim. And that puts the San Bernardino 66ers on the board and makes it 3-2. Runner at third. Runner's coming home to score. And that's going to tie the game up, even though the... Oh, no, that was... Yeah, that was a tie game. Runner first, strikeout here for Gonzalez. That'll bring up Bellinger. Kyle Bellinger Jr., Max's recreate, will strike out. And runner at first, still 2 outs, top of the order. And they're going to get the runner out there, and that is going to finish off the side. But San Bernardino responds, tying the game 3-3. Bottom of the second we go. Bottom of the order here for the Dillos. Bendover, Ross, and Ayers. Bendover, and that is a fumble bumble. Fumble bumble by the shortstop here. We'll put a runner on first. And we have a strikeout here from Ross, and that'll bring up Ayers. Ayers striking out as well. Top of the order now, Junie Panda. Junie Line drive to the shortstop, and now to retire the side. We now move to the top of the third. Score is tied 3-3.
Yeah, typical, minor league World Series. These whole playoffs starting last Tuesday have been wild. So, strikeout for Mo Willis, hard and long, hitting 222 in the postseason. Grounded to the first baseman. He's out. So, hot dog sandwich, bring in the heat. Strikeout for Theeks. Yeah, we got ourselves a new ball game, folks. It was 3-0. Now it's 3-3. Now we'll go bottom of the third. Drockenberg, a base hit into left field. So a leadoff single. Ruiz. Oh, and a grounder to third baseman. They get the first out. They get the second out. Double play. So now 2 outs, no runners for Abbott, and she drops it in front of the right fielder. So Hamed, who hit that bomb earlier, and he puts it into center field with a base hit, and the runner will go to third, standing in. So runners on the corners, 2 outs. Maggiacomo, a fly ball in center, and that's out. So nothing doing. They come up empty. The Dillos do. So 66ers now, Lane, Lim, and Myth, looking for their first championship in franchise history. Lane with a fly ball in the right center, and that's out. Lim. This is game 1 of the minors. A pop-up in the infield. Shortstop comes in. So 2 outs. Who will win game 1? Myth. And he pushes it into center field. So 2-out single for Myth. Gonzalez. Oh, and Myth is looking to steal. And Myth is safe. So Gonzalez with the runner. Oh, and it goes past the catcher. A wild pitch. Fumble, bumble, as they say. Grounded to the third baseman. And he's out. So they had the error. They got the stolen base. Then the error. Couldn't spring a run across. The 66ers still are tied with the Dillos, who took that early lead in the first. Bend over, grounded to the second baseman. He's out. So Ross, the third baseman, strikeout. So 2 outs for Ayers. And a grounder to the shortstop. And Ayers is out. So Chank Daly gets out of there unscathed. Bellinger, a grounder to the second baseman. He's out. New create for Max. What's up, Max? Bunty. Grounder to the second baseman. I know you're watching. You love the 66ers. Willis, 2 outs. Doing some great work with them and the Scorpions as well. Representing California, trying to give back to the first responders and firefighters out in California. So great work by them. And I'd like to see a bigger push with that coming up in next week in off season. Panda, for the Dillos, they're back up to bat, and that's Junie Panda's going for 2. That's a leadoff double.
They could have gone
so
3
still
out
a
of that.
tie game. Yeah, potentially 3, but stopped at second. Oh, and Drockenberg will no. Panda decides to stay. The leadoff hitter, the fast runner, didn't want to test it there. Ruiz grounded the first baseman. He's out. So runners on second and third in a tie game of game 1 of the season 20 World Series. And Abbott pops it. A fly ball in center is out. So Abbott brings home a fly RBI, and it's 4-3 now, Dillo. So they take the lead here in game 1, and Hamed will ground out. So Long, Theeks, and Lane looking to tie it up here, down again. Second time they are down. So Long, leadoff single, game 1, trying to draw first blood. Theeks grounded to the second baseman, and wow, a double play. So Lane will come up. 2 outs now. And the defense by both these teams settling down here. But the Dillos up 4-3, looking to add to their lead here in game 1, bottom of the 6th. A big game here. Chat's going nuts. Stream won't load for So Ryan. I'm sorry about that. People are stressed. Yes, Max, I see you're stressed. And that's an out. So Dover will come up. Strike 3. And now 2 outs. For Ross, the grounder to the second baseman. Ross is out. So Chank Daly settling in. Top of the 7th. 66ers looking to tie it up again. Strikeout for Lim. So Myth, the 400 hitter in the postseason, the best hitter for average on the 66ers, will come up with 1 out. Top of the 7th. Grounder to the shortstop, and he's out. So Gonzalez now, 211 hitter in the postseason. And this is in the left field. 2-out single for Gonzalez. Bellinger, the cold hitter, will come up. Max said he was stressed. Let's see if he can do something. And a strikeout. So Ahsoka Tano got the outs he needed, and now Jackson DeMarco comes in for San Bernardino. Strikeout for a walk. So he held back the swing, got the walk, 1 out after that strikeout by Pando. So 1 out for Drockenberg with a runner. Runner goes, and they push the runner to second. Now there's 2 outs after that ground out. So Ruiz grounded to the shortstop, gets the out. So top of the 8th we go. 66ers down 1 run here.
And here we go, top of the order for the 66ers. Al Bunty's up first. Bunty, towering shot towards center field, going back towards the warning track. And they're going to make the catch, out number 1. Will Willis now. Willis hitting to the shortstop, and that'll be out number 2. And now Hardin Long. Long, drilled to the third baseman, throws all the way across. 1-2-3 inning for 66ers. And here we go, Dillos now. And that's a tapper the catcher throws, but it's not going to be in time. What an infield hit there.
Yeah, gotta have speed to reach that. Wow,
And
here we go.
We got a walk from Hamed, and now Abbott and Hamed are on for Maggiocomo. Maggiocomo, and that's a grounder towards the second baseman. Runners advance, so 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position. And strikeout out. That was a crucial out number 2 there, and that'll bring up Ross. 2 outs, 2 on. Ross, towering shot towards center field. Going over towards left field side, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. San Bernardino able to dodge a bullet there, and that one down by 1, 3 outs to go. Hot hitter Deeks, and that is caught at the warning track. And another shot towards right field, and this one's going to be near the warning track as well. 2 powerful flyouts here. Last chance, Lim. And 3 flyouts from the San Bernardino 66ers, and that's going to do it as your Amarillo Armadillos take Game 1 of the Season 20 World Series with the score of 4-3. Taking a look at our batting here, only single hit games from the 66ers, but we do have 2 RBIs from Lim. Over on the Dillo side, 3 hits, a run, and an RBI from Abbott. 2 hits and 3 RBIs from Hamed. Pitching San Bernardino, Cenk Daly getting their second loss of the postseason. Dillo's Hot Dog Sandwich gets their first win, 1-0 for them, and Ahsoka Tano getting their second save in relief. Player of the game is Naz Hamed. And that's going to do it for the minors. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look here at the major scores. And since we did the Vandals first last time, we're going to look at the first box score here of the Voyagers loss. Game 2, Voyagers up by 1. And here we go, Voyagers.
Voyagers win 6-5. Slots tried to come back in the top of the ninth, scored all their runs in the top of the ninth. Fairborn got the start. And so we'll go down to hitters now. 2 for 4 with the ribby. So Turtle, actually, look at that. Top of the ninth, that third on the graph. That home run almost did it for them, top of the ninth. Tried to come back, but let's see. 2 ribbies for Graham Foreskin. Nice game for Pazuzu, who's with us tonight. Big game for you, Paz. Stan Antonio, 2 for 4. Juosu's also with us tonight. Nice game at the plate. 1 for 3 for Sandberg. But 3 ribbies off that bomb for Turtle. So Mambro will pick up the loss for the Sloss. Voyagers, Fairborn gets the win. No runs given up. Save for Graves. Colbin Fairborn, symmetric, is your player of the game for the New York Voyagers, who now storm ahead to a 2-0 lead after the first 2 home games.
And that takes us,
Steve Art?
Takes us to game number 2 now with the Scorpions and the Vandals. Scorpions up 1-0 in this series, and here we go. Scorpions win game number 2 in a walk-off in the bottom of the 12th inning. With the game on the line, Elliot Lefebvre came up to bat in the bottom of the 12th, and the Death Valley left fielder came through, cracking a run-scoring single off Colby Kidd, the Vancouver pitcher. Let's see here. 14 hits to 5. 14 hits. Wow. Looking at the batting here for Vancouver, my player looked like he got a hit. No, he's down here at the bottom. Oh, they moved him down to 8th. Okay, Johnny times 2 with the hit. 2 hits for McMuffin. Over on the other side, 2 runs, 3 hits for E.M. Fullman. 3 hits, 3 RBIs for Lefebvre. And 2 hits from Smitty Springfield. Pitching, Oh my goodness, it's like we used up the whole bullpen here in this one. Brent Lomo, no decision, and Gonzalo Pena, who did really well in the last game, takes a loss here. 0-1 in the postseason for them, and for Death Valley, Haley McConnell, blown save, and Leung gets your first win of the postseason. 1-0 now for them. Player of the game is Ed Barker. Ed Barker, 8.0 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 8 strikeouts, 114 pitches. And
Ed Barker Wombat, who's also with us tonight. Nice game for him. Looked like an all-star game for the Van. Pitched 3 innings, so don't think I'm pitching next game. And that'll do it for today, right? So there's the minor. You said there's an off day for majors, then game 2 of the minors league World Series.
Yep. And I started the timer again here, and I've asked inside the chat for any changes for the lineups.
Yeah, 90 seconds. Here we go.
I actually said 2 minutes. I guess I should have done 97, but 2 minutes close enough, I guess.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Wow, we used 7 pitchers. That was awesome.
Right?
And nobody gave up more than a run. Another extra inning game for that series. So both games went to extras. I don't know if I've seen that. First 2 games of a playoff series in this league where both games go to extras.
All right, so Person Man's asking to see the stamina on their pitcher, so we'll go ahead and take a look at that here real quick. And let me just make sure, did I advance?
No.
No, okay, so we'll go ahead and move 1 day forward. And take a look now at the Scorpions pitching. Their next pitcher, Balquin, is at 100% rested. Okay, no problem, guys. I'll take care of that. I do have an update here from Max, and they're asking Beaumont to start game 2. So we'll go ahead and switch that out for the 66ers. Beaumont, a former Dallas Dynamo pitcher, made in a trade with the 66ers last week, is now in their first World Series. So we're going to go over here to pitching, and Bob Beaumont is the start for game number 2.
Both major series up a 2-0 series. Both home teams won both games. And Dillo's up 1-0 here after 1 game. 66ers looking to make some changes here.
Okay, looks like we got something here from AJ as well. Blue line to long relief for game number 3. Lomu starts game 4 if it comes to it. Alright, so we're going to set blue line to long relief for game number 3. And
I think, yeah, he's starting next game.
Now let me take a look here at that.
Oh, no.
No, he's only at 28%, so even with just 1 day of rest extra, AJ's typing something now. Let's just take a look here real quick.
Okay. Okay, so I'm a really... Okay, I see.
Okay, so Doc should be starting game number 3. No, blue line... Okay, so let me type this out real quick.
Does that highlight mean that he's next?
Yes.
Okay.
But he's super tired, so it looks like he's wanting to put him in the bullpen for this next game, and
put Rip Spot in. Yeah, here we go. Playoffs time.
Just getting confirmation here from AJ. Okay, so he's I will switch.
Yeah, there's a delay, so he can't see it, right? There's like a...
Well, it's been up for a little while now. It's been up for a little while, so he should be able to...
Yeah, it just thinks there's like that delay from when you show it on the screen to when he could see it. Oh, I see that. Okay.
And while AJ's responding, let me look over here. And all right, so he's saying blue line in long relief, so we're going to pull blue line over here and set them to long relief, normal usage.
You know, he could hop in the voice chat too if he wanted also. He has that option tonight.
Okay, so that is correct. Blue line is now set for long relief, normal usage for the next game. So we're going to go ahead and go now to game number 2 for the minor league.
And let's do it.
Here we go. 66ers Dillos. Game 2. Dillos with the 1-0 advantage. Pitching for San Bernardino. Bob Beaumont, 0-1 in the postseason, 12.46 ERA versus C.A. Law, 0-0 with the 0.00 ERA. Just look one last thing here real quick. I do see. Okay, so they're just chatting, but they're not making any changes. So not a problem. We're going to go ahead and get started. And looking at the lineups, it is still 6-3, but this time in the pitching, the 66ers have the advantage with Bob Beaumont. Bob Beaumont, a maxed out 350 TPE hitter, and that's going to start us off with Al Bunty. And that's hit right to second baseman for out number 1. Mo Willis now. Mo will take a walk, and that brings up Hardin Long. Mo going for second, and he's there with plenty of time. Mo now in scoring position. Hardin Long, and look at Mo Willis turn right back, seeing that shortstop grab the ball in front of him. That is out number 2, and we'll get a strikeout here, and Mo Willis is left hanging as we move now to the bottom of the first. Dillo's up now. And we'll get a leadoff strikeout here. And that brings up Dratchenberg. Dratchenberg will take a walk with 1 out. And a strikeout looking here from Ruiz. That'll bring up Abbott. 2 outs, 1 on, Abbott. And right over the second baseman's head. And that'll be a base hit. 2 on now, 2 out for hot hitter Naz Hamed. Hamed. Line drive to the left fielder. That'll retire the side, leaving 2 stranded. We move now to the top of the second. Lane, Lim, and Myth. Lane, and Lane will start off with a walk here. Gerald Lim. Lim, line drive down the left field line. This could move the runner to third. And they're going for the double, and he stays at third. And now former Dynamo, Randy Myth, coming up. Myth. And that'll drop for a base hit. This could be 2 RBIs here. No, just 1. Runners at the corners now. No outs still. Gonzalez. Gonzalez strikes out looking, and that'll bring up Kyle Bellinger Jr. Here you go, Max. 1 on, or 2 on, 1 out. Runner going to second. And they are safe. 2 runners now in scoring position for Kyle Bellinger Jr. Bellinger. This could be a sac fly here as the center fielder catches. Runner tags and the throw. And he's safe. And San Bernardino gets another one on the board. It is now 2-0. This one hit towards right center field, and that is out of here. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, wow.
426 feet from Al Bunty.
Graphic. Shout out to 209 Tacos. Here you go. 66ers up 4-0 now.
And 4-0. And that's going to be a base hit as well. Still 2 outs. Runner going to second, and he's safe. No, they got him. They got him, but San Bernardino gets 4 on the board. Here we go, Dillo's down by 4. Middle of their lineup. Maggiacomo striking out, Ben Dover. Dover, right to the first baseman, runs over, makes a tag, out number 2. Ross. Towering shot towards center field, but he looks like he can get under it, and that's a 1-2-3 inning, and we now move to the top of the third. 66ers up by 4.
Wow. Looking to get their first win in the series, down 1-0. Hard and long. Grounded to the third baseman, he's out. So Crowbar thinks he made an appearance in the Tahiti Top 5 last week. Posted about that today, and that's a pop-up, and he's out. A fly ball, lane, strikeout. So CA Law really dominating right now. That inning. And wow, Ayers, the solo shot in left field, 388 feet. So the Dillos, who are up 1 in the series, down 3 in this game now after that solo shot by Ayers, the 9-hitter. First bomb of the postseason. Panda, and they're going to keep it going here with a base hit and a single. So no outs for Drockenberg. Runner on first. Will Panda go? Oh, and this is a fly ball in center. This is high. And now Panda's thinking about going. Oh, and Panda came back. So Ruiz, and this is deep. This is deep. This is high. That's back, gone. And just like that, down 4, now only down 1, and only 1 out. So this is a true comeback here by the Dillos, who is really winning in the series right now. So Abbott, wow, ground out. And this is what you want to see on stream night in the playoffs. Two teams who both really want it. And that's a ground out by Hamed. So 66ers now, they saw their 4-run lead go only to 1 in that half inning. But looking to add here, Lim, Myth, Gonzalez, Lim. That's a base hit here. Shoes lit in the chat. 66ers are always pretty animated. Myth. This is this is another base hit back to back to start us off. And he's in and he's safe. Runners on the corners. And that's a base hit too. So a run will score for Gonzalez. Lim will score. So now 66ers up 2, 5-3. We're only in the 4, 8 runs combined by both teams. It looks like, and that's a high fly ball. And that will drop in. That's an out. And the runner will go. So runners on the corners now. And that's a passed ball, and the run will score off the wild pitch. So Bunty, that's a fly ball in right center. And Gonzalez thought about running. 66ers up 6-3. This is a good inning for them. Willis with a base hit, and will score the runner. And they do, standing in. So 8-3 lead. Now they were up 4. They were only up 1. Now they're up 4 again. A long grounder. 1 out. So they get all 3 outs finally, but they had to give up 3 to get there. So it's 7-3 now. Dillos up 1 in the series, down 4 again for the second time in this game. That's a walk. So leadoff walk. Back-to-back walks here to start us off in the bottom of the 4th. All it's been is nuts. So grounded to the second baseman. They get the out at second. So runners on the corners, 1 out. Can Ayers bring the runner home? Grounded to the first baseman. He won't, but he'll push the runner from first to second. And that's a grounder to the shortstop for Panda. And so they don't do anything that inning. And so now 66ers have a comfortable 4-run lead, but we've seen, don't get too comfortable, Theeks, with the leadoff walk. Lane, you've seen crazier comebacks. Lane with a fly ball in center. Even tonight we saw it on stream. And then so Lim, and this is a walk. So so runners on first and second, 1 out, Myth, grounded to the first baseman. They get the out at second. And so 2 outs, runners on the corners for Gonzalez. And they get it. They get the run. So, and they'll push the runner from first to third. So Gonzalez brings home a run. It's 8-3 for San Bernardino. Runners on the corners again. Bellinger, grounded to the third baseman. Bellinger, he's safe. What speed by the young new create, Max Bellinger Jr., deadline create. Strikeout for Bunty. So, wow, look at this 6-run lead here for the 66ers. Nice single there. I know your average not doing great, but that's how you contribute for your team. Strikeout for Drockenberg. So Ruiz, the Dillos now down 6, and they'll get the walk. So Abbott with a runner on first. Abbott grounded to the shortstop. They get 1 out. They get 2 outs. So 3 outs. Bob Beaumont settling in. And 66ers now top of the 6th, up 6. A lot of 6s here in the 6th. 66ers. All the 6s down 1 in the series, looking to tie the series. and a line out to the center fielder for hard and long. Deeks, Tahini top 5 last week. Grounder, second baseman. Oh,
whoa!
Shortstop, excuse me, and they get the double play. What a nice defensive play by the Dillos. Clipped that. We don't see that often. Just one of those that you didn't think they would get it, and they got it. So, Hamed, ground out. So Dillos down 6. Can they slice into this deficit here? Try to do something to come back. A fly out in center for Magiacomo. Dover will walk. So 2 outs for Ross with a runner on first. Ross, and he gets it into center field. So 2 runners for Ayers. Can they bring home one of them? And this is a fly ball in right center. Center fielder's there. So top of the 7th, 66ers up big here in game 2, down 1-0 to the Amarillo Armadillos. That's a strikeout for Lane Lim and a line out to the center fielder. So Myth, and it drops in front of the right fielder with 2 outs. So Gonzalez with a runner on first.
There he goes.
And Myth in there easily. So now runner in scoring position and a strikeout for Zach Thomas. So Dillos now bottom of the 7th. They got to do something here. They want to try to keep their series lead. That's a pop up and pop out for Panda. Drockenberg, strikeout. So Ruiz, the number 3 hitter, hitting 208 in the postseason, but has 3 RBI. Ruiz. And that's a base hit. That's in front of the left fielder with 2 outs. 2 out singles are becoming the theme in this game. Abbott, strikeout. So top of the 8th we go. Can the 66ers hang on here? 6.
And Max's Kyle Bellinger Jr. is going to start us off here. Max beating out the throw last time. Max, and the first baseman goes into the outfield to make out number 1. Sorry, Max. And this one drilled to the third baseman, out number 2. And Mo Willis now, 2 outs. Mo Willis, this will drop for a base hit, and Mo Willis is going to get on with 2 outs. 1 on, 2 outs for Hard and Long. Long, hit right to the second baseman, makes the play at first, leaves 1 stranded. Now we move to the bottom of the 8th. Dillos, down by 6 right now. Have to get something going almost the middle of their lineup here. Hamed's up first. Hamed getting it past the shortstop, and that's going to be a leadoff base hit. Magiacomo. And Andrea takes the walk, and that's going to put 2 on with no outs.
Here we go. This is exactly what you want.
Bobo Bones in trouble, and that looked like it hit him. Bobo Bones probably going to get pulled here with Juice's base. No, they keep Bobo in. And this one hit in the gap, and this could be dangerous here. Here comes 1, here comes 2. And they're going to stay, and that is an RBI, 2 RBI double from Ross. John Ross. Dillo. Ayers now.
Here we go.
Ayers, shortstop, makes the play at first, and that'll retire the side. But Dillos get 3 on the board, and now only are back 9-6.
Man, this game has been nuts.
Right? Middle of the lineup here for 66ers. Deeks.
Here you go.
And Deeks will get on with the leadoff base hit, and that'll bring up Lane. Oh, he goes for 2. No, he went for 1. Okay. This one, line drive to the shortstop, and that is out number 2. And this one down the right side, and runner going to third, and the throw. And he's safe. Runners at the corners. And shortstop grabs this one, makes the out at first base, and that'll retire the side. Dillos get 4 on the board, though, and now lead is only 9-7. San Bernardino has to try and pad their lead here. Deeks. And that is out number 1. Lane. Lane will strike out looking out number 2, and now Gerald Lim. Lim to the shortstop. 1-2-3 inning. Last chance here. 3 outs remaining for the Dillos. Down by 2. Middle of the order. Hot hitter Hamed, Magiacomo, and Dover. Hamed, Naz Hamed. To the gap on the left side, and Hamed's going to get on with the leadoff base hit. No outs, 1 on. Magiacomo. And right fielder's got to get there. Oh, the second baseman went out and grabbed that one. Out number 1. This could do it. 1, and they do not go for the double play. Tying run at the plate. 2 outs. And infield hit here. No, they get him out at first. And that's going to do it. San Bernardino 66ers tie the series 9-7.
Ryan Shue with the save there. Brother of Tom Shue. Nice win to tie the series up. Wow, what a crazy game.
And taking a look at our batting here, 4 for 4 from Mo Willis with the RBI. 3 runs, 3 hits, and an RBI for Randy Myth, and 2 RBIs each for Gonzalez and Bellinger Jr. Over on the Dillo side, run, 3 hits, and 2 RBIs for Ruiz. 2 runs and 2 hits for 2 RBIs and 2 hits for Ross, and 2 RBIs for Ayers as well. Pitching for San Bernardino, Bob Beaumont getting their first win of the postseason. 1-1 now for them. Shue getting their first save. And for the Dillos, C.A. Law taking their first loss. Player of the game is Randy Myth. Congratulations, Randy Myth.
Wow. Man, we've been spoiled tonight.
Right?
Can we have more of these kind of nights? Just absolute bonkers games to start us off tonight. Whew, man. The Shue brothers tying it up there in the series. Everybody, a lot of 66ers here tonight, but also a lot of Dillos here. I did see a string of Dillos earlier. It was about 7 users in a row. So nice little strand you had earlier. And, you got a tied series. This is exactly what you want from a spectator's view. Like my Swifties lost in the first round. So, yeah, don't get the opportunity to have a team in the World Series. So all you want is just entertainment, so.
All right, and 66ers asking for a check here on their Game 3 pitcher.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
And it looks like it's going to be Miller. And, yeah, so they want Finn to be our Game 3 starter. So we're going to switch that here to Finn. And just to pull up they're at 58% now, but we have not advanced today, I do not believe yet. No, we have not. So we're going to advance a day. And take a look at the 66ers pitching now with Finn. And Finn is at 100% rested. So, Max, you guys are all good for the 66ers pitching. Looking at the other chat here, DBS looks like they're good. And let me pull up the timer here, see where we're at. We got 40 seconds left. And just waiting on a final response here, see if everybody has anything they still want to change here with 20 seconds to go. Okay, so Scorpions want to take a look at the stamina of their pitcher for today, so we'll do that for them. And their pitcher is Balquin, and Balquin is 100% rested. Okay, so it looks like everybody is all good. I don't have any other additional changes. We're going to go ahead and move on now to our next game. And since we covered the Vandals the first game, now we're going to go ahead and do the Voyagers Sloths. And right now the Voyagers are up 2-0 over the Sloths. Pitching for the Voyagers, we have Joey Slothface 0-0 with a 0.00 ERA versus Ryan Rose 2-0 with a 1.42 ERA. Just take one last look here, make sure we didn't have anything else. Yep, everybody is good, and so we're going to get started. Look at that, 7-2 in the favor of the Sloths batting wise, and they have the advantage in pitching. So Sloths with the big advantage here in this game, and that's going to get us started with RJ Menard coming up first for the New York Voyagers.
And first game we get to watch from these two teams, so very happy to do that finally.
Finally. And Menard's going to get off with a walk here. And this one drilled through the gap in the right side, and runners now at the corners. Still no outs. Hot hitter Eric Rivers. Rivers hits right to the second baseman, and they get the 4-6-3 double play, but the runner does score, and Voyagers go up now 1-0. Voyagers. This one hits the shortstop. Can he make the throw in time? What a throw by the shortstop of the Sloths there. Wow. And that'll retire the side. Voyagers get one on the board.
Catching people up to speed. Voyagers up 2 in this series, 2-0. So, just wanted to update everybody.
Sure. And Scorpions up 2-0, and series tied now in the minors.
Yep.
1-1. And that's going to be hit to the third baseman here for out number 1. And we'll get a strikeout here from Wilson. That'll bring up Bobby McDonald. McDonald, right to the shortstop, throws over for the out at first base, and 1-2-3 inning. Top of the second we go. Voyagers up again. And a strikeout here from Rove, Ulysses Rove, and that will bring up Stevenson. Stevenson. Shot towards left field, and that is caught for out number 2. And that one looked like it hit him. Yes.
Whoa.
Hit batter. And Nakia will take their base. 2 outs, 1 on. Strobel. Skylar Strobel. And they get the runner second, and that retires the side. We now move to the bottom of the second. And for the Sloth, Sandberg, Poe, and Dragon. Sandberg gets thrown out for out number 1. Now Scott Poe, head office member. And what a sliding catch by the center fielder, and that will be out number 2. And a line drive towards left field, and that retires the side. We now move to the top of the third. Voyagers up 1-0.
Poe's here. Hey, what's up, Poe? My man.
Po.
Oh, we're top of third. Excuse me. Grant Forskin with the strikeout. RJ Menard, strikeout. So Harrison will come up. Harrison. And this drops in front of the left fielder with 2 outs. So they're up 1 in this game, up 2 in the series. Rivers, the hot hitter. And the runner will go. Harrison, who's in the MVP conversation with James Love. Rivers can bring Harrison home. But a fly ball in right center, that's an out. So nothing doing there. Bottom of the third. Slots bring up Turtle, Dezou, and Khan. Strikeout for Turtle. So Dezou hitting 100 in his postseason. Strikeout. So Khan, who's in a cold spell in this lately, 1 for 18 in the playoffs, strikeout. So Slothface absolutely dealing against the Sloths. Jase, who was struggling watching the stream. Hopefully, Sorayan, you're able to watch. That's a fly ball, and that's an out. Rove, Yurt, grounded the shortstop. What a dive. Oh, and the throw was wild after the dive, but Rove keeping his cool, staying on first. Stevenson. And this is a fly ball in left. Oh, did he drop it? Oh, no.
Nope.
Scott Poe. That's an error on Scott Poe. So 2 runners. Oh, and that's a strikeout. Nice pitch by Rose there to get the out. Oh, and this is deep. This is in right field. And that's gone. So the Poe error led to a strikeout. So Poe makes that catch and that strikeout. That ends but instead of ending the inning, Skylar Strobel, Skyfish, recently went inactive, hit a home run to go up 4-0 in this game. So Grant Forskin, and this is in right field. This is a base hit. So rallying here with 2 outs, and this is a pop-up to the shorts in the infield for the shortstop. So 4-0 lead. Slots. Can their offense come back in this game? Joey Slothface up on the mound. Strikeout for Camden. So Wilson. And this is in the outfield, past the infield. So that's a base hit. That's a single for Wilson. So Bobby McDonald, strikeout. And then Sandberg will come up. And that's a grounder to the shortstop, and they get the only out they need is Slothface absolutely dominating. Harrison will come up. And this is a fly ball in left center. Left fielder's there. Scott Poe. Rivers will come up. And that's a grounder past the shortstop. So 1 out, single for Rivers. Tentacion now is in the MVP conversation, I'd say, as well. Oh, and that's an error again. Defense for the Sloths, committing errors here. Rove. Oh, and that's in right field, and that's a beautiful catch. Definitely clipped that. That saved at least a run, maybe two. Stevenson, and that's in the right field, the throw from right field, and it's not in time. So an RBI single for Joshua Stevenson. Nakia will come up, and Voyagers controlling the series here. That's a ground out.
Wow.
So the Sloths will bring up Scott Poe, and that's a grounder to the shortstop. And that's an out. So Ash Dragon, strikeout. So Joey Slothface absolutely dealing right now. And this is in left field, and that's drops in front of the left fielder. So Turtle reaches on a single, 2-out single. The Zoo, and that's a base hit. And the runner will stay. So 2 runners on first and second for Khan, and that's a strikeout. Slothface gets himself out of another jam. And Strobel will come up top of the 6th. Voyagers up 2-0 in the series, up 5-0 in this game. Pazuzu, Harry Grant Forskin, the 333 hitter, strikeout. So RJ Menard, the leadoff hitter. And that's a base hit. That's in right field. So a 2-out single. That's been the theme tonight. And a stolen base. And they get it. Oh, and it's past the second baseman. They couldn't, and that's a fumble bumble. A lot of fumble bumbles here. And that's a fly ball in center. And that's out. So Camden makes the catch. Sloths now down 5-0. No damage there. So Sloths offense. Can you do something here? Grounder, third baseman, gets the out. Nick Wilson hitting 308. Very nice average in the playoffs. That's a grounder to the shortstop. That's an out. So Bobby McDonald puts it in the outfield. Gets that average up. The number 3 hitter. So Sandberg with 2 outs. Sandberg, this is a fly ball in right center. And the center fielder's there in time. So top of the 7th, Voyagers up big here, looking to add to their lead. 500 hitter. Strikeout. Tentacion. Strikeout. So Bobby Daring in. And forces the ground out. So Bobby Daring in relief for the Poe will come up now, bottom of the 7th, grounded the second baseman. He's out. So Ash Dragon. Yeah, 4 errors, Jamar Laxon. Yep.
Wow.
You don't see that very often at all. Turtle, this is a pop-up to the third baseman. And wow, so 4 errors for the Sloths. Voyagers up. LBG's back on the mic.
And with the 4-hit shutout, Voyagers trying to keep their lead here. And that is a strikeout, leadoff strikeout from Stevenson. Nakia up now. Nakia, this hit towards center field. That is caught for out number 2. And now Skylar Strobel. And Strobel strikes out looking. 1-2-3 inning. Sloths up now. We have a pitching change. No, it looked like we had one. Joey Slothway still in. And there we go. Cillian O'Sullivan's in now with 1 out. And he gives up a base hit as that one goes down the right field line. He's going for 2. Slides in and makes the slide. Top of the order now, John Camden. Camden in the gap in right field. This gets past the center fielder. This would score 1. And they break the shutout as John Camden gets the RBI double. Nick Wilson towards the gap on the left side, and that one's over the fence. And just like that, the Sloths are back in this game with the score of 3-5. That one was 437 feet from Nick Wilson.
That's clutch at bat. 3 runs now. Down 2 are the Sloths.
And that when he looks at that one, that's going to be a walk for McDonald, and that'll bring up Sandberg. Sandberg hits right to the shortstop, and they get the 6-4-3 double play. And that'll retire the side. With Sloths get 3 more on the board. Down by 2. Top of the 9th we go. Number 9 hitter Harry Grand Foreskin. Grand Foreskin striking out. Top of the order now, RJ Menard. Menard striking out. And Falco Von Adler comes in and gets 2 strikeouts. Falco, 3 strikeouts in a row. And here we go, last chance for the Sloths. Down by 2, middle of the order. Scott Poe, Ash Dragon, Tomato Turtle. Scott Poe, former Dynamo. Can he get something going here? This one's hit high and deep towards right center field. but the center fielder catches that one near the warning track, out number 1. Strikeout from Ash Dragon, and now Tomato Turtle, 2 outs. Last chance, down by 2. Turtle, and Turtle strikes out, and the Voyagers are going to win this one. Wow, a score of 5-3, and the Voyagers win, moved to within 1 game of the World Series, now leading 3-0 over the San Antonio Sloths. 4 errors for the Sloths was very costly in this one, with only being down by 2 at the end there. Taking a look at our batting, only 7 hits for each side, but we have the 3-run blast from Skylar Strobel with the 3 RBIs. For the Voyagers, over on the other side, 2 hits and 2 RBIs for Nick Wilson. Pitching, New York, Slothface, Joy Slothface getting their first win in the postseason, 7.1 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, 9 strikeouts, 103 pitches. And Graves with their second save. On the Sloth side, Ryan Rose gets their first loss of the postseason, 2-1 for them, and player of the game is Joey Slothface. And I did not
Voyagers
like that.
now.
Yeah, I did not like that out-of-town scoreboard. Here you go.
Yeah, both series now at 3-0. Scorpions 2. Let's see, a road win for the Balkan. Had a really strong outing. Only gave up 6 hits all game. So we'll go in 8 innings. So we'll go down. Let's see, 2 for 4 for Johnny, 3 for 4 for Fulman, 4 ribbies. We'll go down to the pitchers. Nice games for both of them. Riffspod gave up 3 runs, gets the loss. Balkan gave up 2 and 8.2, gets the win. And Turner, 4 pitchers by the Vandals, but the Scorpions up 3-0, just like the Voyagers. So both number 1 seeds are a game away from the World Series against each other. So regular season looking like the playoffs looking like the regular season.
And that's going to do it for today. Let me go ahead and start the timer here for the GMs. And we'll go ahead and take a look to see what we got here.
Checking too.
And looks like Voyagers going to need a stamina check on Sievert for game number 4. Let's go ahead and pull that up here real quick. Move to the next day. And let's see here, Voyagers, pitching, and Sievert.
Oh, my mouse.
Alright, so they want to go with a 4-man rotation, and they want to have Sievert starting this particular game. So we're going to go ahead and fix that up here for them real quick.
As the next starter, nice. Okay.
And Sievert is now set. Just waiting on confirmation here from Big Unit Babs. Alright, so they're asking for Bovo. Which player is Bovo? Is it Cillian O'Sullivan?
Think so. My mouse is dead.
No.
No, I'm.
Wireless?
I should say the player name.
Okay, Griggers.
Oh, Griggers. Okay, I see Paz.
And they want Griggers to be middle relief. And I'm going to guess normal usage on that one. We'll drag them up here. And then Morgan Stopper. Morgan a Stopper. And okay, so we are good now on the Voiders. I've got a couple more here. Next one is the Vandals. And they're asking us to switch Lomu to start for this next game. And Doc starting game number 5. All right. And Blue Line game 6. He wants to see stamina first. Let's take a look at Lomu's stamina. Lomu is at 60%, slightly tired. Ripspot is 0% exhausted. And Blue Line is 30%, no, excuse me, 10% exhausted. So all the pitchers here are in pretty bad shape for endurance. Okay, so he wants to keep Lomu, and let me just make sure about Blue Line here. And he wants to have Blue Line pulled from the pin. So we're going to set Blue Line back in the number 1 spot here, but with Brent Lomu starting the next game. Alright, so Vandals are good, and now we move on to our next one, and that is the 66ers, and they want Finn to start game 3. So we're going to go down here and take a look at the... Whoa, that was weird. You know what? This is acting a little funny. I'm just going to go ahead and save the game here real quick just to make sure nothing bad happens. And 66ers, and they want Finn to start, and Finn is at 100% rested.
Sweet.
And let me go back over here to the main chat, make sure anything different. And it looks like 66ers are all good as well. So we have, wow, we have, I guess since we are at a tie right now for the minors, and we do have 2 elimination games, we're going to go ahead and do a majors for today. And let's see here. I think since we just had the Voyagers, we're going to do Scorpions and the Vandals this time. Let me pull up one last thing here real quick. That's all good. Alright, so we're going to take a look here at pitching. Scorpions up 3-0. Harry Styles is going to be the starter in this one. 0-0 record, 11.12 ERA versus Brent Lomu, a 1-1, 3.12 ERA. We'll just go ahead and stop that real quick. Pull up and make sure there was nothing extraneous. Nope, we are good, and so we're going to go ahead and get started. And looking at our lineups here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5-4 in this matchup. Scorpions with the slight advantage in batting, but Vandals have the advantage in pitching with Brent Lomu. And we're going to get started with Sim. Playing in the Vandal Dome. And that's going to be a leadoff strikeout here for Sim, and that'll bring up Ian Fullman. And Fullman striking out, and now James Love. Love with the killer series so far. And this one looks like it's going to be a flyout to Johnny x2, and he catches it. 1-2-3 inning. Vandals up now. And speaking of Johnny x2, here he comes out to bat. Johnny striking out, and now Theodore Crunkleton. And you know what? Since this is an elimination game, I'm going to cancel this real quick. We're going to...
Cancel what, the game?
No. I'm going to cancel the play. And we're going to stop the action. We're going to pull this down, and we're going to turn off the BNN scoreboard.
Oh, nice, yeah.
And then we'll go ahead and turn back on that. And here we go. Top of the second, DBS. And that one is caught by the left fielder. Out number 1. And this is going to be a walk here for first name, last name.
They're saying if we're not going to show it live,
They want to see the replay?
it's just a matter of you want to show it or not, because it is technically an elimination game.
Well, I mean, I can show the replay of it, sure. I guess I should have turned off the BNN scoreboard beforehand, but
people are asking either we're gonna do the full replay or or show the score or show the out of town scoreboard. Because do you plan on playing the full game?
I mean, I guess I could turn the scoreboard back on if we want to do it that way. I figured it'd be more of a surprise to find out at once, but if they want to have the... in fact, in chat, let me know, do you want to have the scoreboard on, or do you want to see the replay? Scoreboard or replay?
Let's hear it from chat. Gotta wait for the
buffer,
delay.
yep. And that one's going to drop for base hit. And here comes the runs home to score, and that is safe.
So they want to see the replay, so...
Okay. Alright, so we'll watch the replay. Not a problem. That one down the right field line, and runner coming home to score. And that's going to be a double. Oh, second runner. And he is safe. And that is a 2 RBI double from Chris King. Woohoo, Chris King. Chris King makes the score 3-0 Vandals. And that is a strikeout. And that'll retire the side. We now move to the top of third. Vandals up by 3.
And top of the third, Walrus will come up, and this is a pop out to the second baseman. Strike 3 for Brent Lemieux, and now Fullman will come up. Scorpions up 3-0 in the series. Fullman. This is a fly ball in the right center, and that's an out. So the Vandals are up 3-0. Crunkleton, Gibbles, and McMuffin will come up. Crunkleton. And that's a grounder to the shortstop. Oh, and he's safe. He's safe. So no outs and a walk here for Gibbles. McMuffin. McMuffin, grounder, and it's past the first baseman. And he's in there, and the run will score. And Chris King grounds out. So 1 out here. Yeah, 1 out here for Sessions. Bases juiced here. 1 out. A 4-0 lead for the Vandals. Lodge. Strikeout. So Hood hitting 379. And this is in the gap. Good gap. That's 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. 3rd run's coming across. 3 runs will score. A 3 RBI triple. Vandals up 7-0. Johnny Unitas in relief. And Shaderme will reach 3rd after that wild pitch. So Shaderme now with a runner on 3rd, 2 outs. And this is a fly ball. And this is in right center. It's out. So here we go. Lemieux is back in love with the line out. Lefebvre. Strikeout. First name, last name. Grounder to the second baseman. He's out. So Johnny times 2. The walk. Crunkleton.
Huh?
And that's deep in right field, and it's gone. 9-0 lead for the Vandals. Wow. Opposite field home run for Crunk. 392 feet. So Johnny Unitas, well, he stays in the game. Gibbles, the cold hitter, will ground to the shortstop. He's out. McMuffin. Yeah, I guess all the bats that were sleeping from the other games, the runs they should have scored the other games are scored in this game. King, and that's a base hit, and that's in right field against the wall. And he reaches on a standing double. So 2 out double for King. Sessions. That's in the gap. And King is stuck.
What the heck is going on
Sessions
there?
is walking to first.
Whoa. What the heck was that?
And
what the heck was that?
He's out? What? Okay.
What the?
Okay. Orem made the throw. It was a Orem made the third. It was a weird animation, but it was just a simple grounder to the third baseman, and he's out. But it was just a crazy animation. Clip that for sure.
Wow.
Definitely want to see that again. Big clips in the chat. You'll get paid for that. I'll post it on Twitter. Let's see. Lemieux is still in the game with one out for Orem. Wash. Grounded to shortstop, and that's a double play. So, sac Lodge, strikeout, Hood will come up. The number 8 hitter. And that's a ground to the second baseman. He's out. So Shiderme, that's in center field, and he's out. So Walrus will come up for Death Valley, top of the 6th, down 9-0. And that's how you start the comeback. McMuffin couldn't make the play. That's a 384-foot bomb for the 9-hitter. First one in this series for Walrus, down 9-1 now. Sim, no outs though. And that's a strikeout for Alex Johnson, who's in relief right now. And that's against the wall. That's deep. He's definitely getting extra bases here. That's a one-out double for Fullman, who's having an amazing series. Love, and this is a fly ball in right center. Johnny ×2's there. And Fullman easily in at third. Lefebvre, and that's a grounder to the third baseman, and he's out. So 9-1 here, top of the 7th. Bottom of the 7th for Vancouver now. And Johnny, and that's a line out. So up 9-1 here. Can they add to their lead? Crunkleton, and that's deep. And that's another homer for Crunkleton in this postseason. That's 4 now. Having a powerful run here in this playoff. So 10-1 lead for Vancouver. Bob Gibbles, the cold hitter, number 3 hitter, with one out. And that's a fly ball in right field. Easy out. So McMuffin, and that's another fly ball. And that's another out. So top of the 7th, Death Valley down 10-1. But we've seen crazy comebacks, and they have time. They have 3 full half innings here for their batters. That's a grounder to second baseman. That's an out. Springfield, the hot hitter. Can you get something going for your team? Up 3-0 in the series. That's a fly. Oh, and it's a bobble. We've been seeing that tonight. That's off the glove. That's a fumble bumble, as they say on stream night. And that's a strikeout. Grounder. He's out. So the fumble bumble didn't cause any damage. Bottom of the 7th now, Vancouver. Can they add to their lead? That's a walk. Oh, the Sessions thing. Paz dropped the link if you want to check that out. That was pretty crazy. And it's a stolen base for King. King making noise here. Bottom of the 7th. Can we bring King home here, Sac Lodge?
Huh?
That's a grounder. King's got the speed. King will go home. And he's in there standing up. So 11-1 here. Bats are alive for Vancouver, down 3-0 in the series. Rick Hood, that's a grounder. That's out at second. They don't turn 2. So Shiderme, the cold hitter got beamed. Interesting. Maddox lost control of his pitch there. So 2 outs now. Johnny, and will Johnny bring home a runner? Runner will come, and the runner will score standing up. So 12-1 here for Vancouver. Strikeout for Crunk. So we'll go top of the 8th. LBG back on the mic.
And Death Valley, bottom of the order. Watermelon Walrus coming up first. Walrus to the gap in center, and that's going to be a leadoff base hit for the Scorpions. Down by 11 here. They got to get something going. Top of the order, Sim. Sim will take a walk. Runners now at first and second. Still no outs. Ian Fullman. Fullman past the shortstop Chris King, and runners coming home in the throw.
Look who's in.
Oh, and he's safe. Runner at first and second still. No outs. 12-2. Down by 10. And Juice is based here. And this is big trouble.
Bentley.
Yeah, Austin Bentley is in trouble here. And
oh no!
Pass ball.
Fumble bumble. Let's go. You better play that.
And that makes it now 9 down. Runners at second and third. And third baseman going out, making the catch. Runners stay. 1 out. 2 in scoring position. And past the second baseman. This could score 2. No, runner stays. Runners at the corners. 1 out. 12-4 now.
Here you go.
And they get the double play. And that'll retire the side. Smitty Springfield hitting into that double play.
So only one fumble bumble for me that half inning. Not bad.
Not bad. Vandal's up now. Hit right to the third baseman, and Bob Gibbles is out number 1. Toby McMuffin. Toby. And this looks like a fly out to center field. That is out number 2, and now Chris King. Having a decent game today. Chris King down the left field line. And Chris King's going to get 2 on this one. Runner in scoring position now for Herb Sessions. And Herb striking out looking. And that'll retire the side. And let me go ahead and fix one thing here before we get started. We're going to go ahead and turn all of this off. There we go. And so now we are set for the next game, so I don't have to start and turn that off immediately.
And this guy knows what he's doing.
We're going to do, yeah, we'll go ahead and flip that back on.
Now we could see the replay, but I think you need to hide your screen because I think you brought scores are still off, right?
Yeah, scores are still off.
You still have hides? Okay, perfect.
And that is a home run there for the Scorpions, and that makes it now 12-5.
Wash goat, as they were saying earlier.
This one a line drive to second baseman, 2 outs. And this looks like a fly out to Johnny. No, it goes over Johnny's head. Runner going to second. Runner second, 2 outs. Down by 7. And a strikeout. And the Vandals are going to win game number 4. The score of 12-5 over the Death Valley Scorpions.
Wow.
And each team having 1 error. 12 hits to 9. Looking at, 12 hits and 12 runs. That is pretty crazy. Death Valley batting, 2 hits for Ian Fullman. 2 hits also with 2 runs for Watermelon Walrus. Over on the other side, 3 runs, 2 hits, 3 RBIs to Theodore Crunkleton, who is having an amazing postseason. 8 RBIs now for them so far. 2 runs, 2 hits for McMuffin. 2 runs, 3 hits for Chris King. 2 runs, 2 hits, 4 RBIs for Rick Hood. And 2 RBIs for Geronimo Shadermy. On the pitching end for Death Valley, Harry Stiles taking their first loss of the postseason. And for Vancouver, Brent Lomu, their second win. Let's see here. Theodore Crunkleton is your player of the game.
So you can bring up the batters. You just can't bring up the pitchers on stats when you bring back the game for the replay. Because in replays, wait. Actually, I'm not sure, but I know there's a way you can see the batters without seeing their stats. You can minimize the stats, but
we're just gonna. Yeah, I think that's gonna be too much. But we're just gonna go ahead and watch the replay here on this one.
Elimination game, 3-0 lead for the Voyagers.
And I'm going to have to watch the play-by-play at the top here to... And here we go, Voyagers up first. And
RJ
that one's
Menard
going to drop for a base hit.
Callaway Flowers in for the slots. The pitcher for the slots is Callaway Flowers, a strike 3. Sorry, didn't mean to.
No problem. That's great. And this one's hit to second baseman. They get 1 and they get 2, and that's going to retire the side. Sloss up now.
Nice double play by the slots there. Good defense.
And this one hit right to the first baseman for out number 1. And we get a walk here.
Sevart is the pitcher for the Voyagers. Sevart, McDonald with the strikeout there. Sorry. Just wanted to say who the pitcher was.
No problem. And this one hit to shortstop, and they get the force out a second. And that'll retire the side. Top of the second we go, still 0-0. Voyagers up again.
The lead off. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you're going.
Okay, strikeout there to start us off. Out number 1. This one hit to the second baseman, out number 2. And a strikeout, 1-2-3 inning for New York, and now Sloss come up. The shortstop grabs that one, throws over for the first out. And this one's a towering shot towards right field, and that is out of here. And the Sloss now are in the lead with a score of 1-0.
Joshua Stevenson bombing right to break this game open for the Sloss. Down 3 in the series. Can they come back?
And we get a strikeout. Oh, and a pass ball.
Ooh.
And they're going to get it even with the pass ball.
It was a strikeout that the catcher dropped. So here we go. Nakia's up, and that's a fly ball, and that's an out. Strobel comes up, who having a good series, and that's a pop fly, and that's out. So Callaway Flowers dealing right now. Grant Forskin batting only 157 against this team. And he's safe. An infield single for Pazuzu. Stan Antonio with the homer, excuse me. And that's an out. So here we go. Bottom of the third. And that's a grounder. And that's an out. So Khan is out. Camden will come up. Johnny will reach. So on a single, Camden helping his team out here. Down 3 in the series. Strikeout. Wilson, though. Sevart now can get the third out. That's a ground to the shortstop. They get the out. So Slot's still up a run. Voyagers up big in the series, but down here in this game, can they come back? Here's Hunter Harrison, who's in the MVP conversation, talked about it earlier, gets the single to start us off in the top of the fourth. Oh, and that's a passed ball. It gets past Stan Antonio. So Harrison will reach second. Eric Rivers. And that's a strike 3. Jase, and he gets the base hit. Will the runner come home? The runner will stay. So runners on the corners now. Ulysses Rove, strikeout. Flowers dealing. Stevenson, that's a grounder. He's out. So Flowers having a great game. Stan Antonio has that solo. Bottom of the fourth, strikeout. So Sandberg will come up. That's in the gap. Good gap. Sandberg going for 2 bags. 2 bags Sandberg to 1 out double. So Sandberg gets the double there, and we'll move the runner to third there. So now runners on the corners. Sevart walking 2 in this game. So runners on the corners, not going to Slots do something with them, and that's a fly ball, and that's deep in right field. Tomato, Turtle, the home run. Slots up 4-0. So both the teams down 3-0, putting up runs in these game 4s here. Both game 4 teams down in the series are scoring some runs, and that's a pop fly to the second base, and he's out in the grass. He's out. So, yeah, same spot as earlier that Stan hit earlier. Yeah, so Sevart struggling here in this game after an incredible regular season, and that's out. So Strobel will come up for New York, and that's a strikeout. Harry Graham Forskin, and the dropped strike 3, and he's out. San Antonio makes the gun out. So all Slots here, though, in this game. Can they add to their lead? Camden, he's 1 for 2. Now he's 2 for 3 with that base hit. Camden, nice game tonight. His team down in this series. That's a strikeout. Jase is in the MVP conversation. I mentioned it earlier. If you were listening. And that's a stolen base. And he's in there. Great jump by Camden. So here we go. Will Camden come home? And Camden does. So Scott Poe, who was with us tonight, had that last game we saw earlier, strikeout. His team up big here. He's contributing. Top of the 6th now. Voyagers down big in this game. That's a line out to Stan Antonio, who's out there to make the grab. Hunter Harrison, a grounder, slow roller. Stan Antonio gets the out. Here we go. Rivers, that's a fly ball. That's in the gap. That's out in right center. So 3 up, 3 down. Slots now come up big. Antonio, who's having a night, drops it in. For the single. Wow, nice hit. Dragon, 0 for 1. Gets the base hit. Stan Antonio going for 2 bases there. Runners on the corners, no outs. Can they add to the... Here we go. That's in the gap. Good gap against the wall. 1 run will score. Will the runner from first come in? And he will. Testing the relay man. And he's safe. Tomato Turtle, again, 2 RBI double. Having a postseason. Camden, 2 for 3. That's straight to the left fielder. That's out. So this game is going nuts here. This series, we're turning it around. They said they wanted to see how it played out. Well, it's playing out
Absolutely.
in the favor of up big. So a strikeout. Voyagers, all Slots in this game. Tentacion, the MVP candidate, gets the single, 1 for 2. Now 2 for 3 on the night. Sloss stolen base, gross. Yeah, you guys are too slow for that, but got one. Oh, and they get the fielder's choice there. So we got Stevenson in now. And that's a grounder. That's 1 out. They settle for the lone out there, fielder's choice. 2 outs. Oh, and the runner will go. And no throw.
No throw.
So stolen base there, runner in scoring position, and Nakia, Flowers got the sign and will give up the RBI double, 2-out RBI double. So with 2 outs, can the Voyagers rally all the way back to get punched their ticket in the World Series? And the dive by McDonald. And Strobel picks up an infield hit. That was an infield hit, so not a fumble bumble. That's a fly ball in center near the warning track, and he's out. So a lone run comes across for the Voyagers, still down big, all slots still. Scott Pope, 1 for 3 with a single. He'll ground out. And Sandberg will come in. That's a grounder to the third baseman. Oh, and he bobbles it. And that's an error. That's a fumble bumble. That's a true fumble bumble. That's a strikeout. And Screwball got him. So Dragon, O'Sullivan's in relief. Dragon, here you go, Sloss. Can you add to this big lead here? A lot of Sloss here. That's a grounder to the first baseman. He's out. So top of the 8th we go. And big lead for the Sloss, down big in the series.
And Sloss need this one to avoid the shutout here. Can they avoid the sweep? And Voyagers hits right towards the middle infield there. Pitcher grabs it, throws across, gets out number 1. And this one is a hit right to the shortstop this time. And now Rivers. Rivers, first baseman, gets that one, and a couple weak hits for the Voyagers that inning. Leads to a 1-2-3 inning over, and now Sloss, bottom of the 8th, and that's a strikeout for Kahn. John Camden past the second baseman, and Camden's going to get on with a single here with 1 out. Wilson, they try to get Camden at first, and Wilson will take the walk. Now we have 2 on, 1 out. Substitution. Gregor scissor kick. And he'll get a strikeout. 2 outs, 2 on. Towards the gap, left center. And the left fielder's there, makes a play, and keeps the Sloss from scoring anymore. So we move now to the top of the 9th inning. Voyagers down by 6. And a pitcher here. Bobby Daring coming in. And this one's hit to the shortstop for out number 1. Ulysses Rove. Rove! Towards right field, towards the fence, and that one is out of here. And that makes the score 7-2 now. A 389-foot blast from Ulysses Rove. Down by 5, 1 out. And we'll get a walk here. Stevenson getting on first. Nakia striking out, and last chance. Skylar Strobel. Strobel! Left field! Towards the fence! Goodbye! And that makes the score 7-4. 2 outs. 2-run blast.
Wow.
407 feet.
The playoffs, folks. Home run graphic.
And that'll do it with the strikeout. And the New York Voyagers unable to come from behind. And the San Antonio Sloss avoid the sweep, winning this one with a score of 7-4.
Wow. Wow. 3-1, both Major League Series now. And so more elimination games for San Antonio. Breaks through first. Flowers had a solid start, gave up only 1 run and 7 hits over 8. A 3 for 5 for Camden, 3 walks for Wilson. Wow. Dragon, though, 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. 5 ribbies for Turtle. My goodness. Probably your player of the game. Strobel, though, with 2 ribbies for New York. Go down. Flowers gets the win. Nice start. Sevart gave up 5, will pick up the loss. And Flowers is your player of the game. 1 run in 8 innings, 7 strikeouts, no walks. So pretty dominant game for the Slots, who were down big in the series. Now inching back in the series, similar to what Vancouver did in the first stream game of this sim day. So exciting playoffs right now.
All right, so since that was our fourth feature game. We're trying to get in like 8 or so for tonight. We're gonna, and since the next series is tied 1-1 for the minors, we're just gonna go ahead and look at the box score here for this minors one. And series is tied 1-1, and your winner is Amarillo Armadillos with a score of 6-5. Almost had it there in the bottom of the 9th inning for the 66ers, 12 hits to 10. Looking at the Dillos batting, we have 2 hits for Junie Panda, 2 for Maggio Como, 2 runs, 3 hits, and 2 RBIs for Ruiz, and 2 hits for Ross. Over on the San Bernardino side, 2 hits for Albunte, 2 RBIs for Theeks, 2 hits for Lane, 2 hits for Randy Myth, and 2 RBIs for Gonzalez. Pitching for the Dillos, Sims getting their first win of the postseason, Arms their first hold, and Morgan their first save. And for San Bernardino, DeMarco taking their first loss, 2-1 now for them, and their first blown save. Player of the game is Julio Ruiz. Mo Willis sets the San Bernardino playoff game record for bases on balls with 4. 4. Wow, there it is right there. 4 walks from Mo Willis. And so Dilla's taking the 2-1 lead now. And we're going to go ahead and check in with the GMs real quick.
2-1 series lead for the Dillos here, breaking that tie.
And reset the timer here and get that started. And we've got a few messages already here for some folks. And they're asking for, would like to revert the changes we did before that game now. Set the 3 starters to 120 pitch count. Sevart back to stopper, 7th and close game. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're going to do the step-by-step here. Pull up the Voyagers. And go over to their pitching. And first up, they want Sevart back to stopper. So we'll go ahead and pull Sevart back over. And Sevart is a stopper, 7th and close, high leverage. 7th and close, high leverage. So there's that one for Sevart. And now we're going to look at Morgan. Morgan, back to middle relief, use more often, setup. Morgan, middle relief, use more often, and setup. So there's Morgan set. And finally, Gregor's back to none specified, avoid high leverage. Gregor's back to none specified and avoid high leverage. So we'll go ahead and pull them there. And that should be good. Looking, and Big Unit Babs is typing here. Oh, and they want the 120 pitch count for the 3 starters. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick. 120, 120, and 120. Oh, and make sure they go back to a 3-man rotation as well. Absolutely, we don't want a reliever getting pulled in there for some reason.
Shoes asking if we're watching every game.
We're not going to be able to. That's going to be too many. We're going to have to make some hard decisions here coming up because
it's just unfortunate because, you know, if you're punching your ticket in the World Series on stream, so I mean, yeah, like you said, it puts us in like as bad of a position as it possibly can.
Right. All right, so it looks like
so PM had a great idea. Sim Team had said only watch it going forward. Sorry to the minor leagues, unfortunate. On your night, on Thursday night, yeah, it's just, you know, with an extra sim night, you know, that could be something we can, you know, work through. But yeah, you know, Sim Team had requesting this, and I think it's a good move. I think, you know, if you're the Voyagers or the Scorpions, you deserve to watch your team, you know, get their ticket punched live on stream. So if the Dillos force elimination game, then you watch that Dillos go up 3-1, then we'll be having to, we'll have a long night, as they say.
Right. Be here till 10 or 11 or something. And looks good
I mean,
on
depending if the Voyagers and Scorpions can close it out.
the highest stamina on line and dock. It's the next start. So let's go ahead and make sure we're on the next day here. We have not advanced the day yet, so we're going to go ahead and move forward today and take a look at the PBE Vandals and blue line and dock. It's the next start. So let's take a look here at the pitching. And I'm getting some weird artifacts here. Let's go ahead and save the game again just to be sure. And blue line stamina is at 28%. Ripspod is at 28%. And Brent Lumu is at 0%. So Vandal's in big trouble here. I might have to put Austin Bentley in. Let's see, just so he can see, Austin Bentley is at 2% rested, so big problems here for Vandal's starting pitcher. Ripspod in, pitch count at 90. Alright. And I got another message here. Let's take a look at this one. Oh, yep. Got that one, Babs. Thank you. So Ripspod is now set at 90 pitches. AJ? Okay, just remind me next game, AJ, about that. We'll cover that when we get to the next game here. So, taking a look now at our scores, it looks like, let me check, the timer should be well past. Yes, we're well past the timer here. All of our, oh, we got one more here from Voy Boys. Nope, that is good. They just told me thank you. And so let's see here. So we've got 2 elimination games again for the majors. And for the minors, it's 2-1 Dillos. So I almost think we should just go ahead and quick play this one here first with the Dillos and the 66ers to where it might move to elimination here, or it might go to 2-2. And we'll keep quick playing until we get to 3-game wins for the minors. What do you think about that one?
Yeah, that's what PM presented as the option is since both majors are in elimination status, that until, we're just going to have to only show elimination games going out.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and quick sim this one here then, and I'll let you do the box score. But before then, we have Hot Dog Sandwich, 1-0, a record 2.92 ERA versus Max Miller, 0-0, 0.00 ERA. Let me just take one last look here at chat. Nothing new, and so quick play, and there you go.
66ers even the series with a walk-off win. Oh my goodness, Lim hit the walk-off 2-run single versus Hammer. So 66ers now tie the series 2-2. And yeah, we'll go down now to the batters. Let's see, 2 for 3 for Gonzalez, 2 for 4 for Maggiacomo, for Amarillo. Nice, crazy game. We'll go down to the pitchers. Miller got the start. Ryan Shue with the win in relief. Hot Dog Sandwich with a nice game, but Hammer got the loss, blew the save, gave up 2. And Hot Dog Sandwich, the losing pitcher, is your player of the game. 8 innings, 1 run given up, 5 strikeouts, only 1 walk.
All right, and that does it for the minors for today. Now, does that mean we're going to do full sims on both of these games then?
Yeah, that was Person Man's request. I think it's a good one because if your team punch their ticket in.
So let me turn off the simulation in the background then, and then that way we can fully play out both games.
Yes. Yeah, with the full stats and everything.
Yes. So we're going to turn that one off, and we're going to start here with the Vandals and the Scorpions.
Now, did it already? Oh, no, okay, never mind, because you did quick play, so you didn't.
Right, it didn't.
Doing quick play, okay.
Yeah, it only does it for that one game, yeah. So let's see here. Batting wise, 6 for the Scorpions, 3 for the Vandals, and Scorpions in the lead with the pitching as well. So we're going to go ahead and get started here with Sim starting off, first batter. And before that happens, I'm going to hit escape here to try and get this open after this play is done. And this one, a tapper to the pitcher, and that is out number 1. And so we're going to turn everything... Oh no. Oh no. Alright, so I've got to redo this manually. Give me a second here, folks. What the heck? And why doesn't it have the full stats for them? That is not cool.
You see where it says Death Valley Scorpions and that plus sign? I'm pretty sure if you hit that, it brings out the stats.
Oh, right here. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep, there you go.
And hit that one. Whoa, we don't need that much info. Okay, what's going on here? Cancel. And we want to minimize.
Because
the other one's behind it, right? So
Yeah.
I'm going to move that out of the way. Minimize this. Pull this down.
There you go.
And then bring this down to there. Actually, it was way down here. There we go.
Oh,
and
nice.
then pull this one down. And then over here on the other side. And then hit the plus on this one. Pull this one
Your
down.
Voyager Scorpions broke stream night, went up 3-0. Potentially a lot of elimination games. We hate you guys. No.
And that
two
looks right
dominant
now.
teams. Oh yeah, you got it.
All right, and here we go. 1 out. And this one drops in front of the left fielder for a base hit. Fullman getting on base, and now Love.
Bryce Turner, the reliever, is starter. Vandals pitching staff in shambles right now.
How did Bryce Turner get the starter? I thought we switched that.
I mean, we all don't know, but
Wait a second.
we're just gonna, yeah.
So the AI, because everybody was so tired,
So tired.
they
right,
did not
right.
put
I
in
was
the
just gonna say that.
starter and
Yeah,
automatically
we have
went to the
roll it because everyone's
bullpen.
So dead.
Oh
yeah,
my
everyone's
goodness.
pretty much. Yeah.
Oh
He's
my
pretty-
goodness.
Yeah, they're all basically, and they're about to need to go to get medical care. They're so tired. So
Well, I thought I had messed something up, but then I remember AJ looking at it with me, and we had
Yeah.
shown it being correct. So man,
yeah, they had to auto put him. Everyone's so freaking drained.
all right, and
That's 3 outs.
Yeah, that's 3 outs. So it's going to take us to second inning, and we're going to strike out here. Bryce Turner trying to hold on, and this one's going to be a fly out to Johnny at center field. 2 outs. And a line drive down the... Oh, this one bounced off the wall over here in the corner. That saved them from getting 3 on that one. Runner at second, 2 outs. And drops in front of the left fielder, and they relay, but runner does not come home. So runners at the corners, right fielder line drive, and that makes the play. Now move to the bottom of the second. Ed Barker up, pitching.
Wombat.
Gibbles hits the shortstop, out number 2. Rick Hood. And a strikeout.
And here we go, top of the third. Bryce Turner still in, grounder for James Love. So Scorpions just got to get this win if they want to play in the World Series. Up 3-1. That's 2 outs now for Bryce Turner. First name, last name. Another grounder. This is a shortstop. He's out. So go bottom of the third. Lodge, King, Shaderme. Lodge with the walk. King now, the 8-hitter. King, the base hit will drop in front of the left fielder. And Lodge and King both on base. Down 2 here. Team down 3-1 in the series. That's a strikeout for Shaderme. Johnny ×2. That's a fly ball. That's in right field. And he's out. So Sessions now with 2 outs. Runner in scoring position. That's deep. That's in the right center of the gap. That's gone. Sessions found his pitch and pounced on it 437 feet. So the Vandals now up 1. Scorpions looking to punch their ticket in the World Series. Up Crunkleton, boy. That's in the gap. Crunkleton, the DH. Will he get to second? He will. Sliding double. So a 2-out rally here for the Vandals, taking the lead here. Oh, and the passed ball. Toby McMuffin at the plate. That's a fumble bumble. That's a ground to the first baseman. So a 3-run inning for the Death Valley now. We'll bring up Springfield. Springfield, he's out. So Aurum will come up.
Bryce still in.
Bryce Turner's still in. And that's a line out in center. So Bryce Turner, the reliever, getting his name called on him by the managers, saying, "Hey, this is your game." Now the Vandals bats will come up 3-2, and this is a fly ball, and he's out. So Hood will come up. Hood, that's in right field. That's a fly ball. He's out. So Lodge, the catcher, strikeout. So 3 straight outs there. Ed Barker settling in, gave up that homer to Sessions. His team's only down a run here. Walrus will come up.
Colby Kidd.
333 hitter in this. Colby Kidd in relief in the 5th. Colby Kidd, I saw he was 100% rested. Didn't have any yellow or red on him. Sim, that's a fly ball. That's in left center. That's center fielder's there. Johnny ×2. So Fulman, that's a strikeout. So Colby Kidd gets out of the inning. Nothing doing for Death Valley. Vancouver bats. King will walk. Shaderme now, the 9-hitter. Shaderme, that's a fly ball in right center field. He's out. So Johnny ×2. And King's going.
No.
Oh, and King, he's out. He got gunned out. First name, last name said, "No, sir." And a strikeout. So Ed Barker and company settling down here. Love. That's deep. That's in right field. That's a solo shot. And it's a tie game off the bat of James Love. He hit that 412 feet. Tie game here. This series couldn't be any crazier. A lot of intrigue here. LaFave at the walk. First name, last name. That's in right field. He's out. So tie game here. Strikeout for Colby Kidd for Springfield. AU Gold forces to walk. Wash. That's a grounder. Slow roller pitcher. Colby Kidd gets the out. So the lone run gives Death Valley a tie game. Vandals bats. There's Sessions, Crunkleton, McMuffin. Sessions hit that bomb earlier to give his team the lead. Now in a tie game. Grounder to the first baseman. He's out. Crunkleton, the Twitter payout banker for the banking team, paying out your tweets. So go tweet. He's the one paying you. McMuffin, grounder to the third baseman. He's out. So your update head, Ed Barker, settling down after Walrus. Walrus, that's in right field. That's a base hit. Strikeout. And that's a walk.
Greg Digger.
Greg Digger Jr. in relief. Love now. Strikeout. Greg Digger, formerly of the Hebcats, now a Vandal. That's a fly ball. He's out. Random Sohn user gets out of there unscathed. So now Vandals bats. That's a grounder. He's out. Hood. That's a walk. Lodge now. The number 7 hitter. That's a grounder to the shortstop. Well, they get 2, and they only get. So runner on first for King. It drops in front of the center fielder. A 2-out single for King. Shaderme, the cold hitter. I'll move it over to the right a little bit. Yeah, I couldn't see the red either. Yep. Strikeout for Shaderme, the cold hitter. So Shane Green in relief for the Scorpions, the strikeout king from the regular season. We'll go top of the 8th. Scorpions bats will come up.
First name, last name, tie game. And first name, last name striking out. Greg Digger still in. And this one's by the third baseman, goes all the way across from near the outfield. Out number 2, and we're going to walk here. And I think that might be it for... No, Greg Digger staying in. And this one's a towering shot towards right field, going towards the warning track. And he makes the catch. And the Vandals are still in this. Bottom of the 8th they go. Top of the order, Johnny times 2 up. Johnny! And a line drive caught.
Wow, Walrus. Wow.
And this one's going opposite field towards the warning track. And that one's caught at the wall as well. 2 towering shots by the Vandals. And here's a third the other way again. And 3 towering fly balls.
Clip that catch in right field. That was crazy. Over the shoulder. That was amazing. 3 fly balls. Outfielders getting their workout in.
And Colon takes a walk here. Greg Digger, and they finally make a change here. Austin Bentley coming in.
Oh, jeez. Wasn't I 2%?
Something like that, but it was good enough for the double play.
Wow.
2 outs. Hit towards the gap. And that's against the wall. And Johnny just standing there, right fielder having to come over, and they're going to get a triple out of this. Safe at third. And we're going to walk. Bases, runners at the corners. Lefebvre. 2 outs, 2 on. Lefebvre. Oh no! And this one is over the wall, and the Death Valley Scorpions are going to take the lead here at the top of the 9th, 6-3. And here's another one. And
Bumble me. I deserve it.
that one is out there. Wow.
There it is. The 2% stamina at 2% energy.
Pena comes in. And Pena, and they get the catch there. Bentley should have come out the play before, but Vandals down by 4. Middle of their lineup. Got to get something going here. Pass the second baseman. That's a good start for McMuffin. Gibbles coming up now. And Gibbles will strike out looking. Rick Hood. Rick Hood striking out. And now Sack Lodge. Last chance. Sack Lodge. Check swing. And it comes down to Chris King. 2 outs. 2 on. Chris King. And Chris King. Oh boy. Tying run is at the plate. Here they go. Geronimo Shaderme. And the second baseman gets that one. Throws to first.
Easy one.
And that'll do it. As the Death Valley Scorpions are going to move on and go to the Season 20 World Series with the score of 7-3, 10 hits to 5. Taking a look at our batting here, we have 2 hits from Ian Fullman, 3 runs scored from Love, 2 runs, 2 hits, 3 runs from Lefebvre, 2 hits, 3 RBIs from First Name, Last Name, and 2 hits from Watermelon Walrus. Over on the Vancouver side, 3 RBIs from Herb Sessions with that home run, and 2 hits from Chris King with a run scored and 2 walks. Pitching, Death Valley, Green getting their first win of the postseason in relief, and Colby Kidd their first blown save, and Austin Bentley takes their first postseason loss, 1-1. Player of the game is Elliot Lefebvre. And that's going to do it for the Vancouver Vandals in Season 20. Congratulations to the Death Valley Scorpions making yet another World Series. And that takes us now to game number 2 of the majors. Was there a minors game here as well? There was a minors game here too. So, should we do a quick sim of the minors before we do this next game? What do you think?
It doesn't matter. We can quick sim it after because it's 2-2, right?
Yeah, it's 2-2. Okay, we can do
Congratulations to the Scorpions. What a series. What a playoffs for them. And they punched their ticket looking for their 6th championship.
All right. Well, next game, the Voyagers and the Sloths. New York leads 3-1 in this one. Starting for the Voyagers, Kevin Choate, 1-0 with a 0.00 ERA versus Dude Manbro, 0-2 with a 7.84 ERA. Lineups. 7 batters for the Sloths, 2 for the Voyagers, and Sloths have the lead in pitching as well. So Sloths really need to get something going here, but they have the advantage to try and do it. RJ Menard is going to come up first. Pitcher comes set, and the pitch, and a strikeout looking for Menard, and that brings up Hunter Harrison, former Vandal. Harrison striking out, and now Eric Rivers. And 3 strikeouts in a row. What a start here for Dude Manbro. And a strikeout here for John Camden. That brings up Nick Wilson. And that's a line drive to the center field, out number 2. And a walk here from McDonald, and now Sandberg's up. Sandberg hits the shortstop, they get 1, and that was all they needed. A side retired as we moved out to the top of the second. Tentacion. Hope so Ryan Tyler's still in chat with us. And they're going to get out at the left fielder, out number 1. Check swing strikeout here from Ulysses Rove, and now Stevenson. And Stevenson striking out as well. 1-2-3 inning. And Sloss up again. Another strikeout. Pitchers duel here right now. No hits or anything. 2-2. Another strikeout. Kevin Chwate doing great here pitching. And 3 strikeouts in a row. No hits for either side. So we move now to the top of the third.
And here we go. Dude Manbro still in for San Antonio. That's a ground out for Pazuzu, Grant Forsk, and Skylar Strobel. Voyagers up 3-1 in the series. Strobel drops that in for a single, 1-out single. Nakia, strikeout. So Menard will come in. Menard, base hit. Bring the runner to third. Yes, he did. So here we go. Runners on the corners, and that's in the gap. And that's a base hit. Center fielder stuck there. Runner will come from first, and a triple here. And Harrison, wow. Harrison with a 2 RBI triple. Strike 3 Rivers. So Voyagers now up 2-0.
Huh?
And Chip DeZoo, and this is how you can come back in the game and the series. DeZoo, that's a home run. Wow. In left center, that's a bomb, 416 feet. And so Chip DeZoo helping his team out here, Khan, and that's a line out to the catcher. So Camden, lead off hitter. That's a strikeout. Wilson with the grounder. And the throw is made in time. Sloss pick up a run. Tentacion now. MPP conversations, we talked about it earlier. That's a single. Rove. And that's deep.
Oh.
And what a catch. Poe makes the tough catch and left. Clip that. That's an over the shoulder. That's a web gem. That's a strikeout. Stevenson striking out. Grant Foreskin. Oh, and that's past the catcher. That's a wild pitch. And so Strobel now. Strobel with a infield pop-up, and he's out at short. So McDonald now. McDonald, that's in at the shortstop for an out. Slots down a run here, down 3-1 in the series. In the World Series against the Scorpions. Poe with 2 outs. Poe, that's a grounder to second baseman. He's out. So here we go. Voyagers up, top of the 5th. Strobel, Nakia, Menard. Strobel, that's to the shortstop. He's out. So Nakia, the cold hitter. Strike 3, Menard. Ooh, the beaned batter. So Harrison, oh, and Menard's going. Throw's not in time. Oh, and excuse me, that's a gun out. A gun out by Chip DeZoo. Caught the runner sleeping. That's a great throw from home plate. Nice throw by Chip DeZoo. Nice play. Definitely want to clip that. helping your team out. Everything counts here if you're the Sloss. Every play matters here. 2 outs now for Dazoo. That's a strikeout. Choate settling in, only giving up a run so far. Harrison, that's a fly ball. He's out. Scott Poe. Rivers, shortstop's there. So 2 outs for Tentacion. That's a grounder. The catcher makes the throw. He's out. So Camden, and Wilson. That's a fly ball. Right fielder is there near the warning track. Right center. Camden, that's a grounder. Shortstop's there. Oh my goodness, what a throw. Wow. Clip that. You don't see that often. A dive. Oh, and there it is. Back-to-back clippable plays. You had the diving throw out, and then Wilson with a solo bomb to tie the game here in Game 5. Down 3-1 in the series. Slots tie the game up 2-2. Will they push another elimination game across? McDonald, and that's back-to-back jacks for the Slots. Clip that. They now take a 3-2 lead. Homering off of Choate. That's back-to-back homers given up by Choate. So Sandberg now with a lead in this game, down in this series, still 3-1, and now strikeout. So Rove will come up. That's a strikeout. Voyager's top of the 7th. Stevenson, he's out. So Grant Foreskin, grounder, first baseman out. So bottom of the 7th, Sloss up now. They were losing going into last inning, got the lead. Now they got control here. Poe with the grounder, got the base hit. Nice single there. Strikeout for Dragon. Turtle, that drops in front of the left fielder. So a couple runners here for Chimp Dazoo, who, as you know, had that bomb. And can he do it again? Chimp Dazoo, wow. He didn't have the bomb earlier. He hit from home plate. The catcher. Now he gets the home run to give his team a big lead here, 6-2. 436 feet, having a night for himself. Helping his team out, down 3-1 in the series. Bottom of the 7th here, up 4. Grounder, out. Camden, pop up. He's out. So Slots, after down 3-0, down 3-1 in the series now, up 6-2 in this game. Look, very interesting. Nakia, that's a line out. So Menard will come up. That's 3 outs. Dude Manbro still in the game. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to.
No worries. Bottom of the 8th now, and this one is out of here as well. And Sloss are just tearing it up. 7-2 now. Nick Wilson, 430 feet. Line drive to the third baseman, throws across and gets the out. 1 out now. Shot towards the center field, and he catches that one for out number 2. And this looks like a fly out to left field, and that's going to do it for the Sloss, but they get another one on the board. Top of the 9th now, down by 5. And Hunter Harrison, strikeout. Eric Rivers, 2 outs remaining. Eric. Shortstop runs into the outfield for that one. Last chance, Tentacion. And Tentacion strikeouts, and the Sloss are going to win this one. And the series is now 3-2 as the Sloss win 7-2. 7-4 in the hits department. Looking at batting here, we have 2 RBIs from Hunter Harrison. For New York, over on the San Antonio side, 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 RBIs for Nick Wilson. 2 runs, 2 hits, 4 RBIs for Chimp Dazoo. Pitching for New York, Kevin Schwate getting their first loss of the postseason. And San Antonio's Dude Manbro gets their first win. Player of the game is Dude Manbro. Dude Manbro with 2 earned runs, 12 strikeouts, 114 pitches, and 9.0 innings with a complete game win. So congratulations to San Antonio. Still keeping alive in the series here. And that's going to move us now to the minors. And if I remember correctly, this one is
it's 2-2.
2-2. So we're going to pull up the box score here and let you have that one.
And 66ers, a walk-off win. Lim with the walk-off 2-run single.
Is this the same one we already did this one?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. So okay. Wow, I was gonna say back to back.
All right, so let me check in with the GMs here and see if anything is needing to be updated.
Here we go.
And we'll go ahead and get the timer started here.
Same game. That was funny.
And Big Unit Babs is saying the Voyagers are good. Let me go ahead and advance a day. And we're going to go ahead and take a look here at the... first of all, we'll just pull up 66ers first. And look at their pitching. And it is Finn. Oh boy, so 66ers probably going to want to make a change here. Okay, so Chank Daly starts for Game 5. No other changes. So we're going to switch this one out to Chank Daly. And Daly is at 100% rested. So 66ers are good. Let me go ahead and just confirm. And now we move on to the Sloss. And they want to see Rose's percentage rest. So we'll go ahead and pull up Sloss here and take a look at that. And Rose is at 61% slightly tired. Flowers is at 26% exhausted. And Dune Manbro is at 0%. So I didn't know if you want to pull in your 4 starter, Josu. Okay, so they do. She's saying they have the day off. Let's just confirm that here real quick. That is correct. So you will get an extra day of rest there on that one. Let me just pull that back up here real quick. Yeah, so Ryan Rose, they should be close to 100%, Josu, by the time you move up to your next game. So it looks like we just have the minors today. Since it is 2-2 and we still have 2 series left, what do you think, Hummus? Should we full sim this one or quick sim it?
For which one?
The minors at 2-2. We should probably quick sim it, right, to get one of them to elimination.
Yeah, we'll get that series to an elimination, but we've already hit probably what 7-8 games already.
Yeah, something like that. We're at 7:31 now, my time, so 2.5 hours we've been going.
Yeah, quick sim the minors game so we can get to an elimination because more games for them.
All right. Let me just go ahead and. I'm getting graphical glitches on my screen here. Let me save the game again. Make sure in case it does crash, we can recover. So let me go back over here. And it looks like everybody's good. We just had the minors for today then, so we're going to go ahead and pull back down the scores. Come over here to the minors, and I'm going to cover the screen to hide the score.
All right, here we go. Panda blast the 66ers. Dillos take Game 5, so they are up 3-2 now. Going into Game 6, Dillos on the road got out hit 11-15 and had more air. Let's see. We'll go down to the batters. 3 ribbies for Panda. Nice game for Panda. Let's see. 3 for 5 for Lim. 3 for 5 for Gonzalez. Just only 3 runs scored though after all those hits. Law gets the win for the Dillos. Daly gets the loss for the 66ers. And now going into an elimination game, minors, know you guys are out to see you guys. So we're going to see you guys at least one more time, maybe 2 more times here to finish off the night. And at least one more game in the major series, potentially multiple. So, yeah, Dillo's up 3-2.
All
going
right.
into Game 6. Junie Panda, player of the game. Sorry.
No problem. And that does it for today. Let me just, I believe we checked over here already, but we're going to check again. So we're going to move on to the next day while we wait on a response here. And let me just pull back. Let me go ahead and do another file save. I'm getting weird artifacts on my screen and make sure we don't have any issues here. Pulling back up, and there you go, Juosu. Looks like Ryan Rose is at 100%, so I guess you're all good. We're all good on the Voyagers as well, so we're going to go ahead and full sim this one out. And elimination game, New York is ahead 3-2. And pitching, we have Ryan Rose, 2-1 with a 1.45 ERA versus Colvin Fairborn, 1-0 with a 0.00 ERA. Looking at our lineups here, we have 6 Sloths, 2 Voyagers, and a tie in batting, and Sloths with the advantage in pitching as well. So Sloths continue to have the advantage here in the matchups. John Camda's going to get us started.
Minor League got their night taken away from the. Both teams went up 3-0, so we had to make. Rare when you see both series go up 3-0 to force how many elimination games? My goodness. So
right.
Been a wild night. Apologize to the minor league players, GMs that tuned in tonight. We're getting to your elimination game coming up soon.
Yep, there's only 1 or 2 more games left. So, and this one's hit to third baseman, and they get the force out at second, and that's going to retire the side for San Antonio. Voyagers up now. And this one is, the first baseman is able to get way out there in the outfield to grab that one. Out number 1. And pass ball, and that was a draw. That was definitely a fumble bumble. Let's do the fumble bumble for that one. And that is out number 2. This one hit towards the shortstop, goes to first, gets the out, and leaves the runner stranded. We are now 0-0, top of the second. Leadoff strikeout. This one over the third baseman's head, and that's going to be a base hit here with one out. Ash Dragon towards right field at the wall, and he makes the catch. Runner does not tag. And we'll get a walk here for Tomato Turtle, and that'll bring up Kahn. Roberto Kahn. Second baseman gets that one, makes the play, and that'll retire the side, leaving 2 stranded. Bottom of the second we go. Voyagers are up now. Infield flyout here, looks like. Yes, and that's going to be out number 1. Strikeout for out number 2. And another strikeout. 1-2-3 inning. We now move to the top of the third. Still 0-0.
0-0 here. Sloths need to win to stay alive. Series. High pressure situation. Colvin Fairborn in the pitch, symmetric. I saw you in the chat. Gave up a single there, though. Nick Wilson on fire. And that's deep. That's in left field. That's gone. So the Sloths roaring back in this series. Down 3-2 now after going down 3-0. Take a 2-run lead here. So we may see history, not trying to get ahead of ourselves here, but Sloths now with a walk by Poe, strikeout by Sandberg, San Antonio, the 462 hitter. Really late for you right now, Juosu. Having a crazy postseason, moves the runner to third with a 2-out single, and that's a strikeout by Ash Dragon. Strobel will come up, bottom of the third now. Their team down 2, strikeout. So men are down 2. 3 up, 3 down, retires the side on strikes. And now Turtle will come up for the Sloths. Strikeout. Yeah, eyes emoji. Wow. For the Sloths here, getting crazy. Strikeout there for Wilson. That's a fly ball in right field. And the Sloths still up 2, down 1 in this series. The Voyagers looking to close them. Pesky Sloths don't want to go away quiet. Harrison gets the single. Rivers, that's a fly ball in right field. At the grass, though. Runner will stay. Jase Jose grounded the shortstop, gets 1 out, gets 2 outs. So here we go. Bobby McDonald, Slots looking to add to their lead here. Are we going to see history here? Up 2-0, strikeout by McDonald. Poe with the walk. Somebody fact check me. I don't know if a team has ever come back down 3-0. We have the index. You can check out every playoff series that's ever occurred. It would be interesting to see if a team's ever come back down 3-0 in a 7-game series. And here we go, Slosh Dragon bringing home a runner. Dragon, 2-out rally, and he's safe. Runners on first and second. That's in left field. Runner will come from second. Oh, and the throw from the left fielder, and it's so this. Ever since going down 3, the crazy one. It's one of the craziest series I've ever seen, even so far. 4-0 lead now. Bottom of the 5th for the Voyagers. Can they do something? Get back in the series. Get back in this game, excuse me. Strikeout by Rove. Stevenson's ground out. Ryan Rose settling in here, only giving up a hit, and that's a strikeout. So already back to San Antonio. Quickly going through the Voyagers batters. That's a walk. Cillian O'Sullivan in, and that's a stolen base. Oh, and they get it. He got thrown out. Wow, what a throw by Graham Foreskin. So that's their first out they got. So Wilson with the McDonald grounder, that's 1 out. And they don't make the relay throw. So Poe, 2 outs. Grounded to the third baseman, he's out. So let's see. Now the Voyagers can try to do something to get back in this. And that's a double for Strobel, lead off. That's how you get back in this game if you're the Voyagers. Strikeout by Graham Foreskin, so Menard will come 1 out, runner in scoring position. And that's a grounder. Oh, and he's out. Strikeout. So Ryan Rose really settling in here. We'll go top of the 7th, Slots bats, Slots up. 4-0, 8-2 on hits.
Do you see Shoes
That's
comment?
A walk. Yeah, so we did see a 3-0 series. Crabs were up 3-0. DVS hit a walk-off, a homer in extras in Game 7. So we have seen it before. Grounder to the shortstop. Double play. Wow, so Voyagers helping themselves here, down 4. The only 2 hits in this ball game. Grounder, and he's out. So Jose, that's a grounder, and he's out. So Rove will come in, hitting 111 in the series. That's how you help your average out. That's a base hit. Stevenson, the cold hitter, that's another base hit. Back-to-back base hits with 2 outs. Rove will go to third. Rove is safe. So Nakia will come up. Nakia, and that's a infield pop-up, and he's out. Here we go, top of the 8th, Sloss up 4-0.
And Tomato Turtle's going to start us off for the Sloss. Turtle hit right to first baseman, waits for the pitcher to get over, make the throw, out number 1. And now Roberto Khan hits it up through the gap in the center, and that's going to be a base hit. John Camden, top of the order. 1 on, 1 out, Camden. And this looks like it could be a 6-4-3 double play, and it is. Camden hitting into the double play, and that'll take us to the bottom of the 8th. Still a 4-hit shutout here. Voyagers trying to get something going. 6 outs remaining. This one towards the second baseman, and that is out number 1. Shortstop gets this one and throws over, out number 2. And this looks like it's going to be a fly out to center for R.J. Menard. No, it was caught closer. Shortstop grabbed that one. 1-2-3 inning. And Sloss, last chance to pad the lead here. And this one is past the second baseman. And Nick Wilson starting us off with a leadoff single. Strikeout from Bobby McDonald. That'll bring up Scott Poe. Poe check swing, and that is a walk. 2 on, 1 out. Robert Sandberg. Sandberg striking out. And now Stan Antonio. Stan, tapper towards the pitcher. throws to first, gets the out, leaves two stranded. And last chance here for the Voyagers, down by 4. Still have yet to score a run. And Hunter Harrison's going to start us off here. Harrison will take a leadoff walk, and that'll bring up Eric Rivers. Rivers will take a walk, and now Tentacion's coming up. No outs, 2 on. Tentacion in the gap, left side.
Here we go.
Juice is based. Tying run at the plate. Ulysses Rose strikes out. 1 out. Stevenson through the gap. 1 run will score. Juice is based still. Winning run at the plate. Nakia, and they walk the runner home. And it is now 4-2. And a strikeout from Strobel. Last chance, Harry Grand Foreskin. Juice is base, 2 outs. Harry Grand Foreskin strikes out. And the San Antonio Sloths are going to win this one. The score 4-2 and force a Game 7. What a game from the Sloths. What a series from the Sloths and the Voyagers, pushing us to a Game 7 here. Crucial game. 4-2, 10 hits to 6. Taking a look at San Antonio's batting. 3 hits and 2 RBIs from Nick Wilson. And 2 hits for both San Antonio and for Roberto Kahn. Over on the New York side, 2 hits and an RBI from Stevenson. And moving down to pitching, San Antonio pitching Ryan Rose gets their 3rd win. 8.0 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, 10 strikeouts, 125 pitches. And for New York, Colvin Fairborn taking their first postseason loss. Player of the game is Ryan Rose. So congratulations to the Sloths and Ryan Rose, forcing a crucial Game 7 now. And since that was our only game for today, I do believe, we're going to move back over here to our GM's chat.
Checking it out myself as well.
And we're going to get the timer started here. And let's take a look. Got something from Voyagers. Chuate to pin.
Voyagers changes, yeah.
So let's go ahead and move over to the Voyagers here. And let me do this first. Let's file save this. There we go. And Voyagers. And we'll go over here to pitching. And let's see here. So they want to move Chuate to the pin. And Chuate is going to be same setup as Sievert. So let's see here. Sievert is stopper, 7th, and high leverage. So Chuate, stopper, 7th, and high leverage. And we'll drag them up here to the stoppers. Next is Graves to same setup as Morgan. Graves to same Graves the same setup. Okay, so Morgan is middle relief, use more often setup. Middle relief, use more often setup. And next one is Graham's and Chuate's place in rotation, and make sure it doesn't be weird. Okay, so let's see here. So we want to move Graham's to Chuate's place and remove stopper secondary on O'Sullivan. Actually, O'Sullivan's middle relief. Middle relief, normal usage, long relief. So what did you want me to... Okay, so let's look at... now, did we advance a day? Let's take a look here. We have not. So we're going to advance. And now take a look at the Voyagers pitching. Joey Slothface is 100% set Morgan to use more, from use more to more normal. Okay, so we'll fix that real quick. Pitching. Morgan from use more often to normal. All good, big unit Babs? All right, so Voyagers are all set for their Game 7. We're going to pull over here to 66ers. Okay, so we've got a bunch of changes here for the 66ers. So let's go ahead and pull theirs up. And starting off with our, so we've got, okay, now something strange here. Changes are bold for bullpen. Alright, so let me go ahead and fix these ones they have highlighted while they're answering my other question here. So we have shoe, stopper, 7th and close, high leverage. Shoe, stopper, 7th and close, high leverage. That one is good. Next one is Chank Daily. Chank Daily is being moved over to the bullpen. And Daily is set to setup, 6 or later, middle relief. Setup. 6 or later, middle relief. Alright, and then next one is Max Miller. Max Miller is getting pulled over, and we're going to set this to a 2-man rotation. And Max Miller is set to middle relief, long relief. So middle relief, and I'm guessing that's normal usage, long relief. And we'll move him up. And finally, right nut, long relief, avoid high leverage, NA. Right nut, long relief, avoid high leverage, NA.
So we have at most 3 games, at minimum 2.
What happened to Bob? Why did it pull Bob out? Let's put Bob back in.
So minimum of 2 games left tonight.
Alright, so let me just verify this again. Shoe, stopper, 7th and close, high leverage. Shoe, stopper, 7th and close, high leverage. Daily setup, 6 and middle. Daily setup, 6 and middle. Miller, middle relief, long relief. Miller, middle relief, long relief. And right nut, long relief, avoid high leverage. Long relief, avoid high leverage. And let me make sure Beaumont is starting. Okay, so it looks like 66ers are good, so we're going to left nut less usage. Alright, so we'll set to left nut less usage. Alright, so now we're moving on to the sloths. And flour should be 100% and the starter, but please double check. Absolutely. And we'll pull up the sloths and take a look at the pitching. And Flowers is at 96%. So just close, just short of 100 Josu. You want to keep Flowers in. Alright, so Sloths are good, Voyagers are good, 66ers are good, and I have not heard from the Dillos, so I guess the Dillos are good as well. So looking at the timer, I'm sure we're well past 2 minutes here. We sure are. Alright, so let me go ahead and do a file save game here, make sure we don't lose anything. And now we're going to go ahead and start off with the minors for our first game here. And we've got the 66ers and the Dillos. Amarillo is up 3-2 in this one. Pitching for San Bernardino, we have Bob Beaumont, who is at 1-1 with a 7.59 ERA versus Justin Sims, 1-0 with a 4.05 ERA. And we'll go ahead and pull this up, make sure our thingy's still turned off down here. It is, and we're going to get started here with the matchups. 6 for 66ers in batting, 3 for Dillos, and 66ers with the pitching advantage as well. So starting us off is going to be Al Bunty. And off we go. Al Bunty. And this is going to be a fly out to left field for out number 1. Down the left field line, third baseman grabs that one, throws all the way across, gets out number 2. And a line drive right to the first baseman, 3 up, 3 down. Dillo's up now, bottom of the first, Junie Panda. Junie striking out, and that'll bring up Drachenberg. Drachenberg with the walk with 1 out will bring up Ruiz. And this looks like it's going to be an infield flyout to the second baseman, out number 2. Runner still at first. And a shot to the shortstop, and throws the second, gets the out. Still 0-0. No hits for either team. Top of the second now, Theeks. And a line drive to the left baseman, or the left fielder, out number 1. Lane. And this looks like a fly out to left field, out number 2, and now Lim. Lim through the gap in center, and that is going to be a base hit. Runner first, 2 outs. Randy Myth, and Randy will take a walk. Hot hitter Gonzalez coming up. Danny Gonzalez. And Gonzalez striking out, leaving the runner stranded. Bottom of the second we go. Dillo's up now. Through the gap in center. And that's a leadoff base hit here for Hamed Maggiacomo now. And looked like he got hit. Yes. Gets drilled. This one to the second baseman, and it's a 4-6-3 double play. Runner at third. And this one to the gap on the right side, that's going to score a run. Ross with an RBI single. Puts the Dillos up on the board now, 1-0. Ayers. Tapper to the third baseman, throws across, gets the out, leaves one stranded. We move now to the top of third. Dillos up by 1.
Dillos looking to take the crown as our minor league champions, up 3-2 in this series. Bellinger with the ground out. Bunty, the shortstop, the strikeout. So Willis, the second baseman. Ooh, that's a hard hit ball. Third baseman,
Whoa.
He's safe. Wow, an infield single. Nice single. Oh, and he's going for 2, stealing second. Willis in there safely. So hard and long, the cold hitter breaking out of a cold spell will run across, and he's safe. 2 out RBI single for hard and long. And here you go, 66ers Theeks bringing the runner from first to third with 2 outs. Here you go, Lane, and that's how you load the bases with a walk. 2 out rally here. 66ers can Lim keep it going. Lim grounder. Oh, and he runs. Oh, and he does it himself. Second baseman does it himself. So Dillos will come back up. Panda, that's a hard hit ball. That's a sliding catch.
Wow.
Myth, nice catch. Strackenberg, strikeout. So Ruiz now, team is up 3-2 in the series, tied in this game. That's a ground out. So 66ers now, that's a grounder out for Myth. So Gonzalez, that's a walk. So Bellinger hitting 111 in the series. That's a strikeout. Bunty, oh, that's in the, oh, wow, that's in between the second baseman and the shortstop to bring the runner to third. That's 2 outs and a runner on first and third. Oh, and the second baseman again. We saw that twice now in this game, where the second baseman just makes the play himself at second base. So still a tie game here. Here in Game 6 of the Minor League World Series, Dillo's up 3-2. Can they close it out here at home in front of the fans at the Drinkies Cast Dillo Dome? named by Jay Jabs from the off-season auction charity. Maybe that's the good luck Dillos needed this season, was an outsider coming in and giving the stadium name. Theeks, so that's a strikeout for Long. Theeks will come up, get the one-out single. Lane, that's a pop, that's a fly ball, it's an out. It's 2 outs for Lim, the 318 hitter. That's a slow roller. Catcher's there, bend over, making the play. So bottom of the 5th, Dillos looking to close out the series. That's a walk. And now that's a fly out for Ayers. Panda having a series, my goodness, 364 hitter in the postseason, excuse me. And that's a fielder's choice out at second. Oh, and Junie Panda, your one hitter.
They got him.
Oh, and they gun him out. Wow, nice throw. Clip that from Lim. Clip that team top 5, keeping his team alive here deep in this series. Every out matters. 66ers defense. Myth with the ground out. Junie's here. Junie Panda's on stream. And that's a walk by Gonzalez. So Bellinger, the cold hitter. Oh, and the passed ball will bring Gonzalez. That's a fumble bumble. Bellinger now, opportunity to bring him home. And he may. Runners looking to come home. And he's safe. So Matt going crazy here in Game 6, helping his team out to break this lead. Nice at bat for Max. Bunty strikeout, Willis. Oh, that's deep. That's in left field at the wall. And by the left field foul pole, he's gone. 4-1 now. 6. Oh my goodness. The Dillos looking to close out the series, struggling here. Pitching change here to no. Grounder for Long, out. So 2-out rally lets the 66ers take control here of this game. Jockenberg walk. Ruiz, that's in center field. Oh, whoa. Nice catch by Gonzalez. And Christy Abbott, and that's deep and that's gone at the left field wall, 419 feet. Climbing back in this game, looking to close out the series to walk home with the trophy tonight. After this long night, after our horrible major league teams force us to have elimination games to steal the night from the minor league players. Christy Abbott, clutch home run there. Hamed, clutch single with 1 out. And looking to come back in this game with 1 out, looking to do more damage in this. Grounded to the shortstop, steps on the bag, gets the double play. 6-3, so double play. So Theeks will come up, top of the 7th for San Bernardino. Now only up 1. Line out to the third baseman, Lane. Strike. Oh, he walked. He didn't go all the way on the swing. That's 1 out. That's double play. By the Dillos. So now they have a chance to not only go, they're down a run, they were able to do some damage, tie the game or take the lead. That's an out, a ground out for Ross. Ayers. Strikeout. Bob Beaumont settling in. Panda, that's in left field. He's having a postseason. 370 hitter now. Jockenberg. Oh, and the fumble bumble. Wow. So the error that could have ended the inning. Now they load the bases out after a walk. Ryan shooting in relief. 66ers scrambling here, just trying to get that last out.
Oh, boy.
And they can't. Dillos tie the game with the 1-run scored. And 2-run score. Christy Abbott in Game 6. Game 6. Clip that 2-out rally by the Dillos. Looking to take home the crown for season 20 in our 20 ball experience. And that's a pop out to the shortstop. So 4 runs in the past 2 innings for the Dillos. Now they're up. Myth, walk. Dillo in the chat. Yes, bring it. Let's go. That's a walk. Gonzalez, grounder. Will they turn 2? They will. So 2 outs. Bellinger, cold hitter. 66ers looking for their first World Series. And he bloops it. Back-to-back nice at-bats. Uh-oh. Going for 2. Misguided base running there. Probably some miscommunication with the third base coach. Maggiacomo now for the Dillos who are up in this game. Oh, sorry, this is you.
No problem. That's a fly out to center field for out number 1. And we'll get a strikeout here. 2 outs. And a line drive to the pitcher, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. Last chance here for San Bernardino, top of their order. There's going to be some people to do it. Al Bunty, Willis, and Long are the ones to try and make it happen. Al Bunty.
Here we go.
Al Bunty, line drive to center field, and that is caught for out number 1. Mo Willis. Willis. And this looks like a fly out to right field. Last chance, hard and long. The season on the line, hard and long. Towering shot, right center field. And that is caught in front of the warning track. And the Amarillo Armadillos are going to be your Season 20 PBE World Series winners, beating the San Bernardino 66ers in the series. 4 games to 2.
What a season. The Dillos had one of their batters get called up by the Vandals, Bruce Buckley. Congratulations to LGM and DG for winning a championship for that locker room. Dillo in the chat, seen a bunch of them already. Want to see more, but congratulations, Amarillo Armadillos, Season 20 Minor League World Series champs on Miners Night.
All right, and taking a look at the stats for this final game of the World Series, on the San Bernardino side, we have 2 runs, 2 hits, and 2 RBIs from Mo Willis, 2 hits from Theeks, and 2 hits and an RBI from Kyle Bellinger Jr. Over on the Dillo side, 2 runs from Jacksonburg, a run, 2 hits, and 4 RBIs from Christy Abbott, a run and 3 hits from Hamed. And looking down at the pitching, San Bernardino, Bob Beaumont gets a no decision. Shu takes their first loss of the postseason, 1-1 for them with their first blown save. And for the Dillos, no decision for Sims, and Ahsoka Tano getting the win and helping the Dillos win the World Series, their first win of the postseason. Player of the game is Christy Abbott. So again, congratulations to LGM, DG, and the Amarillo Armadillos winning Season 20 PBE Minor League World Series. And congratulations as well to Max and Schoolboy Shu. They have had a fantastic run the past 3 seasons, had just come up short all 3, but they have done fantastic with their drafting, with their signing of players, being able to improvise. I really am proud of both Max and Schoolboy Shu for the great job they've done getting into 3 World Series in a row. So we're going to move on now to the majors. And here we go. Final game of the majors, semifinals. Final game of the night. San Antonio Sloss versus the New York Voyagers, tied 3-3. Starting for the Voyagers, for the Sloss, Callaway Flowers, 2-1 with a 3.26 ERA versus Joey Slothface, 1-0 with a 0.00 ERA. Pulling up our stats here. The lineups, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the Sloss in batting and 2 for the Voyagers. And the Voyagers get the advantage this time, 68-74. Joey Slothface with the advantage here in pitching. And starting off is going to be John Camden to lead it off. Let me just check one thing here before we get started. Actually, before we get started, let me do this. I'm going to cancel, and we're going to do a file save just to make sure. And let me look over here on the chat real quick, make sure there's no new anything. That is all set, and we're going to get started. John Camden coming up first. Camden striking out to start us off, and that'll bring up.
We got to check MVP of the minors.
Oh yeah, we'll check that. I'm sorry we didn't check that before. We will check that before the season.
With that.
Yeah, before we close out. Yeah, absolutely. We have a walk here. Yep. Wilson with the walk, and we get a strikeout here from McDonald. That'll bring up Robert Sandberg. Sandberg, third baseman, throws across, gets the out, and that'll retire the side. Voyagers now, bottom of the first. This one drilled to the second baseman, throws over, gets out number 1. And a strikeout here from Harrison, and that brings up Eric Rivers. Rivers, the tapper to the second baseman, and 1-2-3 inning. Top of the second we go. San Antonio now, middle of their order. Scott Poe. Scott Poe striking out, and that'll bring up Ash
Game
Dragon.
7 here.
Yep.
Winner goes to the World Series. Everything is here.
And they'll be playing the Scorpions.
Yep.
And that's a fly out to left field, and that brings up Tomato Turtle, 2 outs. Turtle striking out, and Voyager's up now, bottom of the second. And that's down the left field line, and this is going to be a base hit for Tentacion going for 2. Tentacion with the stand-up double. And this is a towering shot towards left center field. That is caught. Runner does not tag. Stevenson up now. Stevenson past the second baseman. And this would score a run. The throw coming home. And he's safe. And Stevenson with the RBI single. And the Voyagers go up now 1-0.
Here we go.
This one hit right to the shortstop. Gets to play a second. And they pull the 6-4-3 double play. And we go now to the top of the third. Voyagers up 1.
Last game of the night here. Game 7. Voyagers Sloths. Been a crazy series. Sloths. They're down 1-0 in this series. In this game, excuse me, Con.
Whoa!
And wow, they get the double play. What a play. Clip that.
That was a 1-6-3.
1-6-3. First baseman, shortstop. No catch, no pitcher.
Yeah, it looked like the pitcher, yeah.
Yeah, pitcher was there. So great teamwork by the Voyagers. Now they can add to their lead here. Ooh, bean to batter, Strobel. Doesn't like that. And a tight series here. Don't want to see a brawl. Don't want. Please. Menard,
right.
For their sake, I don't want them to have to deal with what
3-6-1 Pazuza's saying.
3-6-1, sorry. Oh, wow. And that's deep, and that's in left center. That's over the wall. 4-0 now. Voyagers. All Voyagers here. Bottom of the third with 1 out. Hunter Harrison, the potential MVP of the regular season, helping his average out here. The Voy Boys. And
pitching change.
That's a walk. Oh, a pitching change. Shinkanson's in, and that's an out. So Voyagers adding to their lead here. Top. The hot hitter strikes out Nick Wilson with 6 bombs in this playoffs. My goodness. McDonald strikeout. Sandberg. And that's an infield pop-up. And that's an out. So we go bottom of the fourth. That was quick. Rove, that's in the gap. Good gap. That's at the wall. They're looking to get. He's looking to get 2. He's looking to get the Rove. Oh. Nice throw by Dragon in defense there. That's how you help your team out here, down 4 in the game. And strikeout. So, wow, Slots bats now after the great Slots defense there. Great teamwork. Both teams showing good defense here. That's a walk for Dragon. Now Turtle with the fly out. So Dejoux now, strikeout. Bottom of the 5th now. Strobel strikeout. Shinkanson still in the game. Now has pitched 2 innings. Grant Foreskin. Fly ball in center field. He's out. So RJ Menard, the one hitter. That's a line out to the first baseman. So let's see. Top of the 6th now, Sloss. Can you help yourself here? In game 7, that's a ground out. Johnny Camden, the one hitter, strikes out. So the hot hitting Nick Wilson. And that's a pop out, line out, and Tentacion's there with the grab. So Hunter Harrison will come bottom of the 6th. Strikeout. Now John Rayner's in. Tentacion, MVP conversation, gets the walk. Ulysses Rove, average not great for the postseason. Oh, and that's a passed ball. So Rove will have a runner in scoring position. Can they add? That's a strikeout, so they don't. Top of the 7th now, Bobby McDonald. Bobby McDonald will start us off with a base hit. And he'll go for 2. He's in there with the slide, so leadoff double. That's exactly what you want to see if you're the Sloths. That's a grounder, third base, and he's out. So Scott Poe in center field will bring home a run. So RBI single for Poe. That's exactly how you want this to go. A passed ball, now you got to run. A fumble bumble. Ash Dragon, who made that throw and right, strikeout. to stop that Rove triple. Turtle, strikeout. So Sevar in the zone here. Bottom of the 7th now. Vandals, Voyagers. Been a long night. That's a ground
Right.
out. Nakia,
Von Adler coming.
strikeout. Von Adler in, yep, for the slots. Looking to keep this lead for the Voyagers only at 3 runs. And that's a 2-out single for Strobel. Grant Foreskin will draw the walk. So 2 runners for Menard, 1 in. That's a grounder to the second baseman. That's an easy out. So top of the 8th, LBG, here we go. Sloss now, game 7.
Oh boy, and we're going to get a leadoff strikeout here from Trimp Dazoo, and that'll bring up Roberto Kahn. Roberto, cold hitter, hits right to the second baseman, out number 2. Top of the order, John Camden. Camden striking out, and 1-2-3 inning for San Antonio. 3 outs remaining.
Sevar.
Yeah, Sevar doing a great job here. Hunter Harrison now, and that is out number 1. And we'll get a walk here from Eric Rivers. That'll bring up Tentacion. Rivers going for 2, and he's safe with the steal. Tentacion, runner in scoring position. And Tentacion striking out, 2 outs now for Ulysses Rove. Ulysses Rove striking out looking. And good job here from Von Adler getting out of this inning. Last chance here for the Sloss. Wilson, McDonald, and Sandberg. Nick Wilson. Wilson, line drive to right field, out number 1. Bobby McDonald. Bobby McDonald strikes out looking. And now, last chance, Robert Sandberg. Sandberg. And a strikeout.
Complete game for Sevar. Oh, no. Oh, 2.1 innings, wow, excuse me. Sorry. But what a win for the Voyagers, punching their ticket.
And wow.
Hopefully we get people. Wow, Sevar, the relief dominance. The Voyagers only gave up that lone run in the 7th.
Go for it. Grab this one.
Yeah, no, nice win for the Voyagers to punch their ticket here. Let's see, 2 walks for Rivers, 3 ribbies for Harrison, and then on the other side, a ribby for Poe. It was the lone ribby there, but the Voyagers bats helping them out here. Slothface with the win. Slothface in 6.1 only gave up 1 run, 9 strikeouts, dominating the Sloth's bats. Flowers gave up 4, take the loss. Slothface, player of the game. So 2 great pitchers for the Voyagers doing what great pitchers do, which is, combined for 1 run given up. Slothface, look at that, .66 in this series for the ERA. So maybe a player of the MVP of the series.
Yeah,
we can check those out.
Take a look at that.
Yeah.
Go ahead and save this real quick, and we'll take a look at the minors first and see how their player of the game went. And that is going to go to Naz Hamed for the Dillos. And Hamed, 10 hits, 1 home run, 5 RBIs, 400 average, 520 slugging. So congratulations again to the Dillos winning the Season 20 PBE World Series. And now we're going to go over here to the majors and look at the playoff coverage here for both of these. And the first one is the Death Valley Scorpions. And the series MVP is going to be Ian Fullman for Death Valley. And Fullman, 11 at-bats, 11 hits, 1 home run, 6 RBIs, 458 average, and 708 slugging. And to look over here at the other side, for the Voyagers, it's going to be Nick Wilson for the Sloss. So the Sloss, even in the losing effort here, still get the player of the series with Nick Wilson. Wilson, 10 hits, 4 home runs, 6 RBIs, 385 average, 885 slugging. So again, congratulations to all of our teams. We're going to do one more file save here before I do an upload.
You see this MVP of the both major series?
Oh yeah, do you see that? It was
okay, cool.
Nick Wilson for the Sloss, even though the Sloss lost, and Ian Fullman.
Ian Fullman. Wow, what a night. Jeez.
And we'll go ahead and get this started here. Let me check all my settings real quick. And all of that is good, and off we go. Click OK on that one, and there it goes. So, wow. What a
Thank you
night.
so much, LBG. You had the hardest job dealing with all the changes. Um, wow, you killed it tonight. Had a lot of elimination games to deal with. We had both major series go up 3-0. The minors had like over an hour of a draft live. It's rare when you see that. You try to avoid that at all costs, but elimination games are important here in the pro baseball experience. We want all players making the World Series to see that happen live if they're able to. So thank you so much for working on the fly like that. You literally can't script this.
Right,
Just
I know.
lost. Look at that. All these elimination games where they were down 3 in the series, tied the series up, fell short, but wow, what a night.
What a night. And I think this is the first time in several seasons where we've had the number 1 and the number 2 seed playing in the World Series. I think it's been several seasons now since both 1 and 2 have gotten into the World Series. So that's pretty interesting. A lot of underdogs the past few seasons getting in, like the Toros, and so it'll be really interesting to see how this next series goes. For me personally, I think Voyager is. I'm going to guess that it's going to go 4-2 with DBS winning. That's just my personal prediction. DBS has just been so dominant the past several seasons. Person Man has done a really great job keeping good players, signing other new good players, making some key trades. I really do think Scorpions are the team to beat this season. But if anybody's going to have a chance of doing it, it's going to be the Voyagers. Voyagers just a couple of games back from the Scorpions overall this season. The Voyagers, I did not have them. I'll be honest, when I did my season predictions, I did not have the Voyagers anywhere near number 1. To me, it was going to be the Crabs, being number 1, but Crabs kind of faltered in the second half of the season, and Voyagers just went on quite a tear. It'll be really interesting to see how that goes. I do believe, as far as the Scorpions are concerned, that their batting is just second to none. Players like Orem, first name, last name, pros that have been around for quite some time. It's going to be really hard, but with Ulysses Rove and some of the other veterans on the Voyagers team as well, this is going to be as close to a series as I think we can get.
Yeah, this is what you want to see from a best 2 teams dueling each other in the World Series. Definitely going to be one to remember, and looking forward to that stream on Saturday where everyone will at 3 million a raffle. If you missed it earlier, going to announce it on JSync before I go to sleep or tomorrow morning. But start getting your locker rooms. I'll probably just do a quick announcement after the stream on JSync, but let your locker rooms know. Tune in on Saturday when we got the time set up, and just literally just log in, Twitch app on your phone, on your PC, and if we can get to triple digits. Tonight we got up in the 60s. I saw 66 or something like that.
Yeah, I saw like 67 on mine.
Yeah, just trying to incentivize, people tuning in and trying to hit triple digits. I was talking to a few people. I've heard is like 70s. Someone said they saw it get into the 90s. I haven't heard. So looking to make history here on Saturday in our 20th season. I think this league deserves that. 20 seasons in.
Season 11 draft, the one I was drafted in, we had like 92.
That's right.
Yeah, 92, 93, something like that.
But for actual live games,
yeah, for actual live games, I haven't seen it anywhere that close. It seems like the drafts usually get the big draws. It seems like I think that was the one Gumland. Gumland was the host of that particular draft, but just some info for everybody. Make sure that you get your PTs in this week. It is championship week. For PTs, 2 of them are free. You do have to write something. You can I think it's like just one word, or you don't even have to put in really anything other than have something there specifically. So it's not 150 words per for those two. You just have to type in something for two of them, and then 150 words or graphic submission or podcast for the other two, and that will cover your 10 TPE for this week. But also an activity check still available. Going over the schedule for next week, I do believe the expansion draft is going to be on Monday. I'm not sure if it's going to be streamed live or not, but
it will not.
It will not. Okay, let me look at the.
No, our rationale was the players getting picked in the expansion draft have already been through a minors draft live.
Right.
So those players can live, I think, just finding out they got chosen. It's going to be exciting, though. Obviously, I get a front row view and seeing how those teams are getting built. Talking to both GMs, they're both super excited. Yeah, we're in a great spot here with expansion. Majors felt a little stuffed position players wise, at least for batters. So looking to spread that out a little bit, and excited to see, what they do with these expansion picks. Then you got the majors draft on Tuesday for the rookies, season 21 rookies. So they will that will be live on stream, and working out stuff with PM. And Person Man, he's talking in the chat now, said he may be able to do something chill and quick for the expansion draft if we want to get that live on stream or live reveal. Something we'll definitely talk about. And the draft will be live for the majors. That should be fun because this is the first time they've really had a lot of time to really look at these players.
Right.
And so less kind of like DMing, scouting, more kind of visual scouting on how they did in their minors performances this year, able to crunch the stats. And I'm a big fan of that. Definitely want to credit the ISFL, for giving us that idea. Definitely, it looks like it's going to pay off because I think it's less work for the GMs overall in terms of like how much physical effort being put in. Constantly DMing somebody who just joined 3 days ago is not as fun than like watching them play for a full season and then draft. So, looking forward to seeing how that plays out live on.
Absolutely, and it looks like we have successfully uploaded here. So let me go ahead and click on the link to pull up the index. Whoops, wrong one.
You told me the other day you're going to have a busy few weeks. Well, I feel like I'm going to be less busy visual spectating of things, making sure things go smooth. I feel like the busier folks are going to be those, making the picks, strategizing. So should be interesting.
All right, so it looks like that is uploaded. Let's go ahead and check the index itself and make sure that is all good.
Remember, Saturday, if you tune in and we get 100 viewers, the activity check for this week before Sunday at midnight in order to qualify for the 3 million. So spread the word. I'll obviously break that down, dot my I's, cross my T's in the JSync announcement. But to qualify for the 3 million, you have to do the activity. That's how we're doing this. So. Yeah.
And there we go. So index is updated. All the matches are in. We've taken a look at all the MVPs for all the series. Again, I want to congratulate the Amarillo Armadillos winning the Season 20 Minors World Series. And congratulations as well to the Death Valley Scorpions and the New York Voyagers moving on to play this Saturday for the Season 20 Major League World Series. Taking a look at our schedule for the playoffs, it looks like Super TARDIS 101 is going to be our host for that Saturday stream. So I hope everybody tunes in. Again, this is Legally Blind Gamer and my co-host, Hummus God. Any last words, Hummus God, before we sign out?
Just thank you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for chat. And thank you so much, LBG. You did a really good job. And congrats to the Dillos, Dillo. Congrats to the Voyagers. Congrats to the Scorpions. Should be one to remember. And thank you all for tuning in.
Absolutely. So thanks everybody for joining us tonight. I hope everybody had a great time, and we're going to go ahead and sign off. Make sure to tune in Saturday. Let's try and get those 100 viewers so we can get that $3 million activity check. But again, thanks everybody for tuning in, and you all have a good night.